Welcome, everyone, to Constructed Chaos, where we run our D&D live stream every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And where tonight we are running a very special episode of the Ashen Abyss. If you were around for the last session, you saw that all of our characters dove into a reality-shifting pool and found, as they traversed to this new reality, they were taking on characteristics of their alternate selves. So we've done some shifting around. We'll see how much you guys notice. I have a little poll going in the chat to see who you think has changed the most out of the group. And Grim Reaper, thank you for coming in with the 5 gifted memberships. Good to see you, man. I hope you're having a great night. You tuned in for a very special one. I can't wait to get started. But first, if this doesn't clue you up to anything, we need to take a look at our sponsors, Ranger Beard Oil from Tabletop Beard. Yeah. It smells like forest, fresh leather, and rain, and I look for just about any excuse to showcase this beard oil because it was my first love. It was my favorite one from them. It smells amazing. It's kind of one that you can wear for anything. But if you want to try some other scents that are suited more towards the characters you like to play, you can check out all of their products over at tabletopbeard.com, and you can get 20% off of your whole order at checkout using code CHAOS20. Now, speaking of checkout, we need to take a look at the comment we got from our last extra long live stream. This one comes in from our good friend Renarius Ash Kevrin. He said, definitely putting the dragons into Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. We've had quite a few dragons on this adventure, more than I usually use in my campaigns. And it's been done, I think, to pretty astounding effect. You guys haven't died yet, but there's a few more dragons where that came from, perhaps. That all said, do check out our friends over at Darkport. They stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and Angel was here last week. He guested with one of his own characters that are a part of this campaign, a character that you may well see for part of this session. But with all that said, I have nothing else to say, so it's time to...
roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yes, it is.
It does.
I was like, oh my god, I don't have it.
As you step into the pool, the sensation is immediate. The edges of your reality begin to loosen and peel away. You find yourselves suspended, neither sinking nor floating. As the world unravels around you, and then streams inward, threading itself through your very being. Both in measure of thought and form, you shift, bend, and break as you cross beyond the boundary of your reality, emerging not as you were, but as something adjacent. You become something familiar, yet undeniably altered. Versions of yourselves that might have been, now staring back at you from within your own body.
Welcome back, everyone. So now that chat has seen the intro, and all of you have seen the intro, you all continue your drift downward through the depths of Caranton's pool as gravity seizes you, dragging you deeper and deeper as though you've been cast into a bottomless sea of stars. Pressure crushes against your burning lungs, and just as panic drives you to start clawing back towards what would have been the surface, the world twists violently. All of you at this stage have been moving across realities. Does anyone want to provide any additional flavor as to how this transformation looks, as all of you are kind of like drifting next to each other?
Don't skimp out now. You guys had a lot of ideas.
Yeah, you had a lot of ideas before the stream.
So as these astral waves are kind of washing over Odd, you see it strips away his brass armor, and after his helmet kind of melts away, his hair just extends down to his waist, and his armor is replaced by golden flowing robes, and his staff and shield that were at his side are now replaced by two scimitars, one glowing with a freezing light and the other ablaze with a righteous fire. And standing to his full, or kind of reforming himself to upright position as he flies through the space, you see this wind erupt and start to swirl around him, coming from a familiar drum.
Ooh. Anyone else? Any other takers? Chat's starting to get some first looks at these.
I like to think that Valoth is like strategically flying through the ethereal, like just changing multiple times, charting out a path so that when he pops out the last one, he's back to his original. But he's like,
Well, you're trying it on. Nah.
no, like he's like, rather than avoiding it, I'm just gonna go through them to make sure that I end up back in
Where you
want to
be.
normal, regular
Gotcha.
Valoth.
Like going the full 24
Yeah,
hours
so like
around-
there's a
or
pirate
12
hat,
hours around
an
the clock.
eye patch one for a second. There's one with goggles and burnt hair, and then there's another one that looks quite similar to Odd, very carefree, hair loose at its sides. He's got some instruments and kind of like laid back, and then finally
Vaguely
back
hear
to-
secret tunnel.
yeah, pretty much. But yeah.
Razad, what sort of transformation do you undergo? It can look however you want.
So we were kind of making a joke about this before what they were referencing. But yeah, like Sam was saying, I think you kind of look over and you just see Drazad at first just kind of like Supermaning, like having fun flying through the ethereal astral sea, whatever, interdimensional tunnel. And then he all of a sudden begins to glow very, very bright. And while he's glowing bright, you see him very fabulously kind of like starting to just pose. He'll kind of like do a twirl and then he'll hit a couple things. And at the end of it, you'll kind of just see that Drazad is back, but instead of blue, he's a very stark, bright white.
Ooh, okay.
What?
Big
Do you
Do you
change
still
there.
have an apron?
No, I think
You got them titties out?
yes, girl.
Ooh, slay!
Flora, what does it look like as you traverse realities? I know chat's kind of getting a look at some of the character stats now, and Flora's doesn't look all that different.
No, it doesn't. My intention was that it feels like Flora would. She has such a strong resolve that I feel like she'd be Flora in every reality to some extent. In case y'all haven't seen, the only thing I've changed is my subclass.
Yeah,
I'm using
actually
the
forgot
new.
to change the links, so chat will
Yeah.
chat will have to be guessing on that one.
Yeah, well, I'm. Should I tell them? Or?
Oh, yeah, no, you
Okay,
can
yeah,
tell
I'm using the new subclass that Alex created for the Circle of the Zashi.
It's in our homebrew pamphlet. So if you're a member, if you got gifted a membership, go to our membership tab, and we've got a ton of homebrew pamphlets we've been putting together
Yes.
over years.
Very cool.
You can check out the new Druid subclass in there. I'm very proud of it.
But yeah, I hadn't thought too hard about what she's like in this reality, and I think maybe I wouldn't know. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna let it play out.
So, as you feel that pressure pushing against you, you feel not only the pressure of the water rushing past you, the gravity of this reality shifting event, but you also feel the pressure of your own form sort of shifting and molding into a new shape as you burst out of the other side with a desperate gasp. As all of you reach this other side, emerging from a flood of lights streaking past you as you traversed from one reality to the other, now entering a very familiar, cold, dark cave. Think possibly on the edge of the astral sea. What does everyone do here?
I'm immediately looking around at everyone just to kind of like see exactly where they
Okay.
landed and kind of take in our surroundings. Make sure they made it, because I would have been the first one in.
Oh yeah, you.
So like just kind of making sure everyone made it through. They
Yeah.
managed to navigate the
Drazad
astral
lands with a loud
sea pretty
thud.
well.
Tail pointed like this, so he's 3 points of contact.
And I think Valve would pause on his simulacrum and kind of like, that's Curious.
As the three of you emerge, I think probably just as sort of Kishtari is getting there as well. You see that Valos Simulacrum does not look like an exact mirror of him anymore. If you want to tell us what that looks like.
Yeah, I think he'll look very similar, but the subtle differences are that his eyes are no longer black. He still has blue pupils, but they're white, lively. His skin, instead of being stark white, has some color to it. This Valoth has seen some sun.
So he doesn't spend all his time prone.
Yeah, and his hair is a little bit better kept up, I guess.
Okay.
He uses
Still
shampoo
long.
and conditioner.
Well, like more tidy, and he's got some gauntlets on, like a little bit. He's actually a lot bit more armored than regular Valoth, and he's got a heavy crossbow sitting on his back.
As you all sort of look around at this this anomaly, maybe even taking a brief look at yourselves, you notice that Valos Simulacrum is kind of like looking around a bit, almost like they don't recognize where they've ended up. But it's at that moment that Kishtari bursts through the water and begins to kind of clamber up the stairs. As you all recall, she was the closest to death when you plunged into the pool. Yet as she stands, she looks somehow more solid and put together than before. She no longer stands in flowing robes, but instead in polished silver armor trimmed with deep royal purple. As she turns to face all of you and make sure everyone's made it through all right, you see a deep, dark scar that cuts from her left cheek to the edge of her chin, like the path of a fallen tear, rendering her face familiar but harder and a bit wearier. She still carries her glaive, but as she looks out across all of you, you'll... And she kind of looks between you and the Simulacrum, not really sure which to...
Yes, I have managed to maintain my myself, as it appears. I think Flora did as well, with the rest of us. And then, as he kind of says Flora did as well, he might kind of pause and just maybe not. Well, I'll get back to that. But he's like,
Yeah.
I think my Simulacrum actually, all of the universe altering that was meant for me, it seems to have taken it like a magnet.
At that point, you hear almost a subtle, glass clink as the Simulacrum Valoth holds out a metal gauntlet, and as he flicks his wrist, a small scope actually flips out from the side, and as he sort of holds his hand out towards all of you, "Who are you? What is this place?"
Even more curious.
This is
Hello, Drazat here.
this is other Valoth.
Yeah. So
Is he no longer?
I guess not. I am you from a different universe. Your
Three of us
universe.
running into ourselves here, huh?
I don't think so. This universe is pretty dead.
Hmm.
Your universe is pretty dead. You're actually
It's actually a ghost.
dead.
How dead? Are there any survivors?
The only one that I know of is the one who caused it.
Karin.
Yes. We are here to stop him because he ventured into our reality. We pushed him back, but we want him to stay back.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
You look exactly
You
like
want his stats? Because that might not be enough. His insight is +9, if that's what you're rolling.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm persuasion with advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, because no lies detected.
Oh, boy. That's poopy. What do we have in the chat?
Chat already coming in clutch.
We're gonna have a dirty 20.
Okay.
I can't be losing my simulacrum. This guy costs too much money.
You do see for a moment he sort of clenches his fist, almost like he's going to make some sort of attack on you, and you see a small bolt sort of load up from the back of the gauntlet near the front. He looks across the rest of you and thinks better of it as you hear the glass scope sort of clink back into the gauntlet. He places it aside. I don't know how I'm here. But you are here to help rid the world of him, then I will do what I can.
So, I can shed some light on that. I, through magic, created a duplicate of myself. And when we were traveling here, this is not what my companions usually look like.
Okay. I was just about to ask a question and you just answered it.
Yeah. They've assumed the appearance and physical traits of their counterparts in this universe, and it seems that while I didn't, the copy of myself that I made did, because it has a no mind of its own. It was primed for yours to take root, it seems.
So
What is your
again,
simulacrum now?
What?
What is your simulacrum
A
now?
ranger.
What happens when this form fades? Does this form fade?
If it dies, it fades. I have to repair you. There's no healing magics that will work on you. Should that go away, I will recast it, but I'm not
Are you injured?
sure how that works.
You injured?
Oh, this is
Yeah.
simulacrum, Valoth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he took on a personality.
Yeah.
Okay,
He
I
became a
missed-
real boy.
I missed
That
that
part.
this was the simulacrum. I thought this was just like
Me meeting.
Do we know? Do we know we can't heal him, Valoth? Like,
Based on
seems
how the
pretty
normal
real to me.
spell works, and
Yeah, but he's like a.
he still feels
Very
tethered. I'm
Pinocchio
not
over here.
sure.
I'm a real boy.
Does he have any?
I mean,
Damage done to him? Did he?
no.
Oh,
I
damn.
made sure because I was like, I do not want this guy dying. Like he right into the pool as soon as he got a chance.
Is your world like this as well?
Fortunately not.
Well, not yet anyway.
In our world, Dekarin did not manage to rise to power.
We were able to drive him back.
Well, our original Dekarin we've never met.
What's going on with you?
But your Dekarin came to our world, and we managed to drive that one back.
Well, I can see there's a lot of history in this place. Things I might have liked to have seen before we tried to take that on. I'd known there were other realities. If I'd known we could access them in the way that we have.
There's a very ancient dragon that guards the pool in our multiverse, and I would presume there might be one here or was one.
He was very mad.
So we might need to actually get out of here.
Valoth, make a perception check for me.
Yeah, Corinthia was kind of a douche.
I have a question. So, like, I think I understand that. Like, when I look at Drazad, am I like, what's happening to you, or is this normal because this is a different reality?
You would notice the difference.
Yeah.
Your brain is yours.
Okay.
Your eyeballs
Yeah.
are
It's just
seeing
the
different,
physical
yeah.
form that
Okay.
has changed.
Okay.
So
Just like possessed a body.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah. Okay.
Freaky Friday.
Teen.
As you mention that Corantin or some ancient dragon could be here, you hear a sort of unsettling sound echoing through the chamber, not clinking like the sound of amethyst, like what you would be used to, but rather the sound of something like wet fabric being pulled too tight and splitting along unseen seams. Beneath it, there's another lower sound, but you can't really make out what it is. It's almost like a grinding.
Nurgle.
I will walk out.
Yeah.
Is Luciana alive in this reality?
I think everyone. We're in a different realm, so potentially some life could have survived here. But
Just how you look different.
Yes, Drazad is white apparently.
Okay.
Also,
yeah.
And
I
naked.
do not feel.
Do we all still have our same armor?
Pyraxis was already pretty. No, Drazad's. He's not.
Yeah, I'm in robes. I don't have armor anymore.
Yeah,
You don't have any either, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, Drazad's not.
We're both in robes.
What's happening here?
Yeah, I was like, Drazad's basically in like a
They're
form
part of the same
like,
cult.
robes.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Um,
What is this? The way of white robes?
you well, and you
a
will
little
see.
too far, Drazad.
Think about it. You will see
Tank
like
top?
no, like a drawn back hood with like little metal jingles
Oh,
on
like
Oh.
from the.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, yeah.
it.
It's always next session.
Yeah.
Can we see your midriff?
Huh?
Can we see your midriff?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. yeah.
Same Drazad as always.
Yeah.
You're an
It's actually
innie or
a
an
crop
outie?
top.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation before, haven't we?
Drazad does not feel the connection to Pyraxis anymore, though. It is weird.
Oh,
He's gonna. Odd's gonna reach out and he's gonna like touch you to make sure you're real.
You see,
Like,
you get kind of close. You get within like my 5-foot range, and I just. Oh, it is okay. Sorry, Drazad. You-
and he's gonna touch his hair and be like, "What?" And then he's gonna go, "Where's my mustache?"
Are you still purple?
Lighter,
Okay.
but still purple.
You've also seen more sun. Oh,
Yeah.
that sun? How does purple
It
work?
sun
Your
bleached.
hair's very voluminous.
And my ears are pointing now,
Oh,
so
You're very luscious.
are you? What's happening to your ears?
they're long.
Yeah, they look like mine.
And he's gonna be like, in minor illusion, his old self, and it's like trying to, okay, you do it.
Spot the differences.
Somebody do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not realize that this would be a side effect of traveling.
Wait,
through.
hold on. Me.
Oh no.
Sing anymore.
Yes, this form's vocal cords may not be.
What did you do, Valor?
I didn't do anything. The travel.
He starts playing his drum and no
Oh my God.
magic comes
Very
out of.
discordant.
Yeah, it's just a regular drum. Actually, the little ear Lars does come out. He's like, "Hey,
That's my home. Does he have your mustache now? The little-
oh yeah,
Did he always have a mustache?
yeah, I got it. Not getting it back." I do feel like a draw to your Lars, like he's still here.
It is possible. I mean, he only recently died in our world, and it was a direct result of multiversal interference.
There are many things, I imagine, would likely be different here.
See,
Myself seem to be sporting my family's colors.
Are we just in like a different version
cave,
of Corinthian's chamber?
You said it was a cave, or was it?
With your prior check between the two of you, I would say that you recognize this as very similar to the chamber, the pool.
Oh.
You're still sort of standing in calf-deep water. There are the same double doors that you came in through. However, they are closed now. And then beyond you, there is the same expansive room extending out the backside of this chamber. However, you had never been that far into the dungeon.
I was gonna reach up, and he's gonna look at Valoth, and he's gonna go, "This feels right." And then he pulls his hand down really fast like that, and as he does that, like a griffin, like almost in a lightning strike, just shows up and screeches.
I think he has a closer connection to Eularos than you ever did with Pyraxis.
Yes, I'd be curious if the giants are still, like maybe Pyraxis hasn't been exiled.
I wonder.
Other Valeth, do you know if if the giants are still roaming?
Great Pyraxis, hear my cry.
The
Are you
giants
still
He ain't there.
Giants are gone. To my knowledge.
Gone, like as in like Pyraxis went into the golden beam of sunlight and like went away.
Maybe
Gone,
they gone
You may
pecan.
not know about that.
or like well,
That wasn't even common knowledge in our.
that that's fair. Or like gone as in
but
like
legend, ruins upon the landscape.
As they
Signs
were
of
in
their
all-
existence are still there. I've seen some of them myself. Astounding creations.
somebody should go west of Roria and east.
East of Roria.
Yeah, there's an island like way out there. That's where the giants were.
in
At least in our world, anyway.
Well, regardless, we should probably
It's in
get
the west
out of
of
here.
it.
I did hear something, and your griffin might have attracted whatever it is.
As you bring it
Yeah.
back to that,
Oh goddamn!
Valeth, I want you to make a separate, we'll call it insight check.
My passive insight's 19.
Jeez.
Just saying.
Oh, thank God. I was like, why did I just roll the same dice? I've been rolling bad. Really good. 25.
Valoth, as you're speaking about this, hearing your own voice echoing through the chamber, you realize that the sound that you heard before has stopped. And because you rolled so well on insight, you know that that is likely a bad sign. And
Please tell me you saw the staff of warning.
you catch a sort of wafting smell emanate from the back of the chamber at this point.
The music change.
That is very familiar to you because it reminds you of the Battle of Ashendel. It is the smell of old blood, of rotting flesh. And due to your ability to alter reality, to teleport across space, you almost catch that smell travel on the breeze as it passes your head and then places itself in front of the doorway. You see a many-limbed shifting shape phasing in and out of alignment with itself. Even as it stills and peers in your direction, it shudders, appearing in two places at once for a fleeting instant before settling again. Then it's gone. A glowing mark left in the space it left as it reappears mere steps away from all of you. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
What if I just don't?
Hmm?
I said, what if I just don't?
You live your best
Okay.
life.
Oh, advantage.
Yeah.
Didn't
we?
help.
Yeah.
Because he's got. I was like, please tell me you saw the staff of warning. You
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
trade that one
I
out.
brought pretty much all myself over. In fact, the only thing I didn't bring over, I still have it in my inventory, was my mithril.
Is it
because
Nurgle for real?
No.
it negatively affects me if
Yeah, I was like,
Hold
dude,
on.
this
I
is
would've
like
told
this
you what you
universe's
saw.
Nurgle.
I wanted to change. my
Caleb, you want to help me by removing tabs from those crystals over there?
Absolutely.
And then I will get you all to place yourselves.
I
Oh,
don't know, somewhere in there.
stop freaking out.
I have advantage on this.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Initiative.
While you guys do that, there's one more thing that I wanted to grab that I'm going to grab in just a moment here.
Oh, it's not good when you're bringing stuff like that.
What are you about to say?
That one doesn't work.
Yeah. I just swapped the one in the corner.
Yeah, it's fine. Some of the little tabs are bad.
It might have just been a little loose. What'd you call me?
Would you call yourself?
Okay, now chat, you guys get to see what we're all seeing.
Put mine.
What is that? Oh, whoa, okay.
Put mine in there.
Big squid man.
Oh, Slade, thank you.
Okay, so what did we get for initiative? Valoth and your...
I got a nat 20 for a 22.
Oh, nice. Okay. And for everyone in chat, Valoth will be piloting both of those characters, so send him your best well wishes there.
Hopefully it'll be actually easier than the Simulacrum because now they're both character sheets, whereas the Simulacrum previously was just like in my notebook.
Odd? Or
13.
Solus, whatever you want to go by now. Drazad?
I also got a 22.
Ooh,
You're
and
probably way more dexterous
you
than
are
me.
now.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
And then, does anyone know what Flora rolled?
15.
15, nice.
Yes. You know, I got the brain cell right now while she's out.
Want me to switch to the other one?
What? Hero Street's immune to
So-
Resistant to poison, immune to frighten.
It's immune to frightened and poison conditions and resistant to poison damage.
I know.
So
That's why you're here.
as all of you realize this creature has teleported and started charging you, the first in initiative is going to be Drazad. And Drazad, without even a perception check, I will let you know what you see behind this creature, or rather what you see in this chamber as it left the space behind you.
Uh-huh.
There was a mark, sort of a trace left in the air. It reappeared here, and as it blipped back forward, that mark faded behind you and then reappeared in the doorway. There's like almost a
An
fracture.
after image.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Almost like a gate or something.
Perhaps.
Okay. You'll see Drazad kind of concerned for a moment, realize that he doesn't really know what's going on, and he doesn't feel his connection to Pyraxis. I will imagine very quickly, I'll kind of get in touch with Dusklight,
Okay.
and kind of just ask it very quickly, like, if it knows what's going on, if Pyraxis is still here. I mainly think Dusklight is how Drazad's going to kind of realize he is more martial now than he can focus on his own
Yeah.
strength than he needs to.
What weapon would you will Dusklight to be as you remove it from your hip?
For flavor, it doesn't necessarily have to have functionality because I'll definitely be doing unarmed strikes. I'll go to pick it up, and as I think I asked this question, as he double holds it, it will basically form like gauntlets around his
Ooh,
arms.
okay.
But that are essentially wrapped like iron. What do they call those
knuckles.
things?
Brass knuckles.
Damn. Yeah.
Nice. Almost to respond to you, your fists begin to glow, swirling with this sort of white liquid metal around a frame of black obsidian that your knuckles sit within. And you know that Dusklight at least is here with you in this moment. That has made the transition, although you're maybe not sure what effect that might have had on it.
Yeah.
So.
All right. And then Drazad, you'll see whenever that happens, he'll let out a low guttural growl as instead of lightning crackling, a cold emanates from his mouth.
Ooh.
And I will approach the creature and I will make. Okay. And please let me know if I'm making a mistake given anything I say, because this is all fairly.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You're good. We talked about it before the session. These are completely new builds, so if we mess up, chat, that's why.
So,
By the way, Bacon and Bush
Yeah, what is that?
gifted you guys some Feyrot armor.
Is that a one that's in your?
oh, what is that?
No, it is not. It is
I can't find it on the.
really?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was one of your special ones.
No, it's in here. It's from the
Oh.
Book of Many Things.
Ah,
Yeah.
D&D Beyond's stupid now.
I will
Yeah,
let you
it's
guys decide
pretty sweet.
what kind of armor this is, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Instead of the coffer going off, the coffer of curiosities, you look across the chamber and you see a collapsed figure in the corner. Their body having been completely withered and wilted away, and they were wearing this armor. You can see it even at a distance. It's Fey sheen, almost overpowering the dim amethyst crystals that light this place.
I want it.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and 10 gifted memberships too.
Wow.
Bacon and Bush. Thank you so much.
Thanks, bro.
Really, really appreciate that, man. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you're enjoying the chaos that we're about to construct here. The crystal's slowly been getting a little more wild.
Is a 19 hit?
A 19 does exactly hit. Are you getting within melee of him?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't have advantage on any of those, right?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
A 19 does exactly hit.
Okay, great. Because then the next one was a 23, so I know that both of them hit. All right, so I'm gonna do.
Roll damage for them separately, I will tell you.
Okay. Let me do those, and then I'll do my bonus action stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's a zeros or 10. Yeah, so that's 13,
on the first one, as you rush in with a lightning fast strike, almost leaving a trail of ice behind you, your fist plunges into their soft, tentacled underbelly. And when you pull it back, you actually find there is no slime, no grease on your fists, as their form actually jitters out of the way. And you realize, for whatever reason, they have taken no damage from that attack.
I have an idea.
Okay, well, I did, and then 9 to 11. Probably out of frustration and thinking he might be messing up his own abilities. He'll still do the second one swing, and then the second one will do 11 damage.
He does take the 11 as you kind of follow his phasing form just to the right and catch it with a right hook, sort of using their momentum against them. You do come away with some grease over your arm in this instance. You hear that sizzle as the liquid metal around Dusklight's gauntlets begin to cook it away.
And then let me.
While this is happening, you can see this creature is large and almost like folding over itself. There are many limbs and tentacles sort of poking out from it, but it does also have quite a large mouth and a very large snout. What you notice more than anything, though, is it has no eyes as it sort of...
Can I not take a bonus action disengage?
Yes, it's called Step of the Wind.
Bonus action disengage is actually free for Monk. You can Step of the Wind to do more stuff.
You get a dash and a
You can
dash.
bonus action disengage if that's
Yes.
what you want to do. I can tell you, even if you can't find it.
Okay, no, I can't. I do see the Step of the Wind one, but not the because I don't want to spend a focus point yet.
Yeah, bonus action disengage for free. Step of the Wind gets you extra stuff.
Yeah, I'll bonus action disengage to move probably right back to odd.
Okay.
And Drazad does not know what is going on, but his first attack did no damage. The second one did land, though. Also, and he'll hold up his fist, it is slimy.
It splashes into the pool, sitting atop its sheen like oil on water. As we move past Drazad's turn, it is now Valoth and the Simulacrum. Your Simulacrum sort of looks out ahead, a bit concerned with what he's singing, and you see him like sort of...
Valoth Prime will run past him and say, "Well, fight or die," and like kind of rushes towards this creature while weaving an incantation in the air. And as he reaches just about here, he'll take the arcane symbol that he traced and slam it into the water.
Okay.
And kind of say, I wonder what effects the pool will have on this. And he pulls out the Yolan's regal presence as these watery forms of Valoth this time will spin around him. And I need an wisdom save from this thing.
Okay.
It's got to be good at that, right?
It's got to be so intelligent.
Well, wisdomous.
That is a 9.
So it fails. It is pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
And then it is going to take 16 psychic damage. That was 3 5s.
Okay. As it is pushed away, you see that first wave of psychic pressure exuded through one of your water selves as it splashes over him. Does not push him as far as you think, as it almost just sort of takes the hits and stands its ground, but eventually is pushed back just as the water itself draws it. So it is resistant to psychic damage.
Fair enough. And then
Run
I will
away.
retreat to behind
I'm like,
my friends.
I look at Drazad. I'm like, things don't change. You want to lay down?
I think I might travel back. I'm not sure.
Okay.
It is now your Simulacrum's turn.
Simulacrum is going to hastily reach into his his side pouch and pull out a handful of dirt, leaves, and flower petals, and he'll throw it at the creature as it swirls in the air, and he'll hunter's mark it.
Ooh,
I can see it.
Yeah.
You got Hunter's Mark somewhere
That's
in
it.
here. I think it's this one.
Traces around this creature.
As that energy swirls around them, you see them sort of sniffing it out and then swatting at the air as it bats down leaves.
Yeah. And then with that same hand, he'll hold out his gauntleted arm, noticeably right-handed, whereas Valoth is left-handed, and will fire off one of those at him.
Okay.
Put yours up.
Hunter's mark does not give me like advantage or anything. It's just damage
Oh,
right?
It is just 1d6 force damage.
On a hit.
Yep. You get advantage from it later, but not at your current level, I don't think.
Yeah, it's like a capstone.
Yeah, it's like level 18 or something, I think.
Right now, it just doesn't require the concentration doesn't actually like.
Hell yeah. Which should be on all the time, in my opinion.
Swirl made it hard to read that. 27 to hit.
27 does absolutely hit.
Okay, so then on this hit, the Dreadful Strike will also activate. It is psychic damage, so he'll take less of that.
Okay.
But
Just roll it separately and let me know.
Yeah, I'll roll it with this.
But one thing you do notice, Valeth, as you see your simulacrum fire this bolt from their gauntlet into the creature, they do not phase and shift out of the way of this attack.
Boo! So it was 6 psychic, so half to 3, and then 9 plus another 3. That's 12 between piercing and force.
Okay.
On that one, and then while he's levying that, he will have been pulling out the heavy crossbow to fire that one off at it as well.
Okay. As the creatures shunted backwards, you see them driven closer to the mark that they've left behind them. And even as they are driven back, even as you do see some of their viscera splatter into the pool that you all stand within, you actually see its amorphous body sort of close up, forming almost like a new belly button or hole, as a like sort of bulbous wart pops out in its place.
Gross. Quanto.
Maybe
Yeah.
don't do that next time.
Then that is a 19 to hit, which I know previously exactly hits, but I don't know if that means like he doesn't take damage or
19 does exactly hit. He will take damage
Okay.
here.
I don't know if that was just like a first hit thing or not.
Might be.
For oh, that was supposed to be made at advantage because of Vex,
Okay.
right? That's yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Vex from the short bow or hand bow.
I was a nat 1, so okay. So it is still 4 points of piercing damage, minimum damage from that heavy crossbow, but he is pushed another 10 feet back.
Okay.
And then just because he
Do you
I do not want to activate the thing because I don't have the bonus action.
Well, I'm asking, do you not get Hunter's Mark a second time?
Oh, do I?
Yeah, it's not once per turn, I don't think. Double check that for me, Sam. I'm pretty sure it's not.
We'll read it.
5 feet of movement.
I have it right here. Morgan.
You got a lot of movement, dude.
Um,
Yeah.
Yep. One more force damage.
Yeah. Hey, man, it matters.
Uh,
Actually, no, it does matter. Sorry. I couldn't remember if I made him resistant to force. I did not. Are you pushing him into the mark that he left, or are you pushing him to the side of it? Because I think based on your positioning, you could do either.
Probably on the side of it, just because he doesn't know what that thing does, and
Huh?
he'd rather not test anything right now.
Okay, you drive the creature against the stairs. It almost stumbles over, but for the Hunter's Mark that fell off, I'll remember that.
And then he's gonna go and run next to himself and just kind of be like, "Is this normal?" But yeah,
Almost to answer that question, as the beast sort of regains its footing, gripping several of the stone stairs and cracking the stone that they are comprised of, it sprints forward, splashing through the water like a bear.
he entered Yolan's presence. I need the wisdom save again.
Okay.
Gonna take you?
What's to say?
That is a 13.
He fails. He's pushed 10 feet back
Okay.
from the point where at which he entered it, but
So it would be here.
he would effectively have 10
feet
feet
back.
less.
He doesn't.
He's going to go right back.
He doesn't have opportunity attacks with that.
No, because it is
Because it's-
forced
It is, not, it is forced movement. It's not willing.
That is 6 psychic damage,
Okay.
half to 3. Ooh.
As it does eventually close the distance, you see its form sort of shifting and jittering to either side. You're watching its many limbs, Drazad, as it begins to close them around you. Their shadow almost overtakes you when suddenly you realize what you need to be watching for is its bewildering bite. As its jaws open, you see a number of rotted out, serrated teeth that go to clamp down on you.
Ew.
Does a 25 hit you?
No. Yeah.
So Drazad, as this jaw clamps down, you will take 20 points of piercing damage and 13 points of psychic damage.
Okay, hold on. 17, 21. How much piercing damage?
It is 20. It would have been 20. You're using deflecting strike.
Yes, so I'll reduce it by 21. I will.
So you would take 12 points of psychic because it does count towards the psychic as well.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, okay. It like rolls over into that.
Yeah, basically
sweet, okay.
the attack just has to contain piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning damage, but
all the damage
it's
type.
all the damage.
Okay, so then redirect attack would not come into play.
No, because you didn't.
It wasn't the whole
Remove
damage.
all the
It was just the
damage.
first. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
So 12 points of psychic damage, and as you're able to divert your body, sort of twisting it in a way that you avoid many of the sharper, longer teeth that would deal quite a bit of damage, you feel yourself lodged in their mouth and start to wrench yourself away. But as you attempt to grab onto its outer jaw, you find your hands grasping at air. The rest of you see this creature almost ragdoll Drazad in a way that leaves an after image of their head in varying spots. Drazad, it does eventually let go of you, whipping you across the water as you sort of skid to a halt. But when you stand, you are dizzied from a sort of quick jaunt through space and time. On your turn, all this means is on your turn, you have to choose between an action or a bonus action. You don't get both.
Okay.
You can still move, but you have to choose those two things. Seeing you somewhat disoriented, the creature steamrolls ahead towards Odd and is going to make a attack with one of its many limbs.
Mini or mini?
Mini. It's a 31 hit.
It's like his
Oh.
new creature thing he made that he kept saying the four-armed creature, and I was just imagining they had really big
all forearms.
and that's every time for like weeks. And then finally he mentioned, he's like,
elbows.
because they have like multiple. I was like, oh, like 4, and he was like, what did you think?
Does a 31 really?
Yeah. No, I I'm seeing what the highest I can get. The highest I can get is a 28.
Okay.
Yeah, just
So-
if I burn resources type of thing. Yeah.
So as it comes down with one of its claws, you go to instinctively block it with one of your scimitars, and you see it phase through, connecting with your lack of armor. As you
I'm like, I go to block it with a shield and it's a sword instead. I'm like, oh!
Its mouth. Yeah.
you're going to take 12 points slashing
Okay.
and 18 points of psychic, and then I'm going to have you roll a d4 for me.
Uh-oh.
Fun.
You don't know how to talk anymore.
Blah, 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 blah.
D4?
Yes.
3.
On your next turn, you'll need to roll another d4 to determine the a cardinal direction, basically forwards, backwards, left, or right. I know it's not cardinal direction, but and then you will only be able to move in that direction for that turn.
Cool.
Got it.
You don't need to move the map,
Yeah.
but
I think he's out of movement at this point, and he's already done some wonky things to Odd. I think he's actually going to attack you again, though. Yeah, he's going to go for you again.
Sure.
That is a 26 to hit.
So on that one, I was gonna shield, and as it starts to pierce through the shield, the Addlestink cloak, boom, boom, yeah.
So, like from underneath your vestments.
Exactly. So as the shield is failing, he swipes his sword, and a mystical shield like kind of comes up. But then as the creature's tentacles are biting through that, the skink like reinforces the shield. I'll take half damage, or
Okay.
I'll have resistance
Got
on
it.
this attack.
So it'll be a total of 6 points of slashing and 9 points of psychic.
Got it.
And then I'm going to have you roll a d4 again. If you get the same result, you don't get a new effect.
3.
Hey, so it's the same thing. Nothing else new. The creature remains where it ran to here. And you see it's almost like sort of putting itself in between you and the door as that symbol continues to glow right at the center of it. We now move from its turn to Kish's turn.
Oh, are
got
you
Kish
piloting
over there.
Kish?
Am.
Fun.
And Kish is not the same either, as you recall.
Angel crawls out of my backpack.
Yeah.
Seeing
I've been here the whole time.
seeing the two of you taking a fair amount of damage from the creature, you see her stomp forward rather than sort of like her almost running on water monk approach before.
Me in the house. There I go.
The water splashing to either side as it sparkles against her heirloom armor. She pulls out her glaive and attempts to plunge it into the hide of this beast from behind.
And because we're in a different universe, flanking exists.
No.
Yes.
We
This
traveled
one-
back to 5e.
Yeah, we're still in 2014 rules.
So for again, I said this last session.
No, I need dark.
For a reason that actually wouldn't work anyway.
Boo.
Yeah. Kish's first roll
Side or something.
Yeah.
is an 11, which misses. And as she plunges that glaive forwards, you see the creature shift out of the way in which she pulls
take
it
a
back. A lash of psychic energy is thrown against her. She's actually going to take 10 points of damage from missing a melee attack against this thing.
Cut my hand with the can.
Wow, when you miss, it hits you. Wow. Fun.
She swings a second attack.
It's still numb.
That is a 14, which also misses. It's another 10. And then she makes one last desperate attack as she allows the psychic energy to flow around her and carry her momentum into a sideways slashing strike with her glaive. That will absolutely hit 18 on the die as this disgusting creature is going to take 19 points of slashing damage. And she's also going to sap it so it has disadvantage on its next attack roll. Y'all let me
Weapon mastery.
maybe grab a little
Went
thing.
from all casters to.
All immediately, yeah.
Hey, those were the only options.
I mean, where else we're gonna go?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a
There's no, because that was from before all that.
Yeah.
So with that is Kish's turn as we now move to Flora. Odd, you're on deck.
Thanks.
Are these supposed to be on that and you're just holding them to the side?
Yeah, it's
okay.
just so it was balancing funny earlier.
Yeah. I was just wondering. I was like, you just put it out there. So, as Flora tries to like get her footing, you see her kind of like drop to her knees, and her skin kind of starts to like lose its color a little bit, which is flavorfully going to be her changing from a spring Eladrin to a winter Eladrin.
Oh.
And you're going to see her kind of like clutch her focus in her hand, and she's going to change into her Ionuk form, which is no longer the wolf. It
there was a
is,
change.
yeah. Is it this?
No, what did you choose?
The Amphisbaena. I
Ah.
can't say that without an accent.
No, it's Amphisbaena. Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb. monster.
It's actually a medium creature.
Is that the two-headed thing?
Yeah.
It is a
So it looks like
Just like that thing.
yeah, but it's
Oh, it is.
less lizardy, and it's kind of like almost like smoky, like it.
Yeah.
And
A
it's
method.
Like ethereal kind
yeah, very. And it's cat dog, but it's two heads. That's the best way I can describe it.
yeah, and it does have wings. It's got a fly
It does
speed.
have wings. Right in the center of the long noodle, there are wings.
of two heads but one wing.
Yeah. The wings are up and down like this.
Be not afraid.
Literally. So when I did that, sorry, I am going to expend a spell slot to get some additional temporary hit points.
Yes. This
So-
is that new subclass, if anybody's
Yeah.
wondering.
So I'm going to take my wild shape, which gives me 14, and then I'm going to spend a second level slot to get 28 on top of that. So that is going to be 42 temporary hit points.
Whew.
Oh, that's a lot
Oh
of hits.
no, it's in. They don't stack. I don't think it's just the. It would be just the 28.
Temp replaces.
Yeah, temp
max
replaces temp.
Stacks. Who had a stroke there?
Sorry, that's the intent. Still very strong because that's a lot of hit points.
So 28.
Yeah.
Okay. That was my bonus action, and then as my action, I want to try to snack on it.
Okay.
So there's a head and a tail, but they both kind of look almost identical.
Like giraffe rig.
I would like to say canonically they're doing it at the same time,
Okay.
but I'll
yeah.
roll
As
them
it
individually.
swings in, almost flanking it by itself, lashes into this creature's
So,
disgusting form.
This is the main
Does exist.
Only for her.
16 to hit.
16 does not hit. As it sees you coming from out of the corner of its eye, you lash at air, and you almost feel like a repulsive sour taste in your mouth, like you did bite into him, until that feeling erupts, and you're going to take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay. I think I have something that lets me re-roll if I miss it. I'm just trying to find it.
You guys know that weapon that's like the two balls in a string?
A bolo.
I feel like that's this thing going after it. And it's like
You're talking about clackers?
Yeah, basically. Fushigi!
I thought I had something that lets me re-roll, but maybe I don't have it anymore.
I don't think that you do. If you did, we can come back to it. But you have your next attack too.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I'm looking to see if I, because it didn't hit.
Oh, you didn't hit that one either.
You said I had a action or bonus action, correct?
Yep, you have to pick one or the other. It's not like a
Okay.
full daze, which makes you pick move action or bonus action. It's only
Oh,
the.
I'm
Well-
not worried about it.
Keep going.
Okay.
But where I'm at, am I within 5 feet of? So the flowers pollen, the new thing. With that, is that for everyone or just enemies?
It is for everyone.
That's what I thought. So I want to try to fly like on the other side.
Okay, yeah, you can.
My
You
movement?
absolutely had movement to get there.
I have 50 feet of fly, and I don't encourage opportunity attacks. So I'm actually going to get out. Like, I want to be within 5 feet of him, but not my people. So wherever that puts me.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Okay. Then that's where I'll stay. And that's my turn.
Okay. As you maneuver around the creature, what does it look like as that like pollen is sort of peeling off of your body in that way?
I am kind of imagining it like its smoky form kind of like flies over, and it kind of just like rains down.
Glitters down
Yeah.
over them.
Yeah.
That's so
What is
cool.
It's if he starts within 5 feet of me, he has to roll a save or he's poisoned.
Oh, dang.
It's a cool little AoE. These are all basically like abilities that you get to apply to beasts as part of a special form, and so that it basically beefs up Wild Shape to make it what it should be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
As we move from your turn, Flora, we go to Odd. Odd, you're seeing all of these crazy things that you have never seen before.
Yeah. Odd, kind of not knowing what to do, draws from his weapons and crosses out two scimitars as one flares to flame and the other one is like a cold ice. And your Laros pops out of the drum and he starts swinging at this thing.
Hell yeah. Hang on.
Okay, go ahead.
When you are within a certain range of this creature, you cannot benefit from advantage.
Oh,
What
really?
is causing that?
It is an innate ability. It is not like a spell
Is
or
it
anything.
something based on sight? Or like is it phasing?
It is phasing.
Does the eye patch allow me to
True
see
sight
it?
eye
The
patch.
True sight eye patch.
Okay, so as the designer of the stat block, I will say, it doesn't say that explicitly, but I think that makes sense. Yeah, keep your advantage.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you can see
Appreciate that. I'm going to re-roll this one using the. Go ahead.
Oh, you didn't move. Yeah, sorry, that
I didn't
was your
move.
thing.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
I'm remembering too many things right now.
Yeah. Man, does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 does hit. Yes,
Whoa. Okay.
with your triple advantage over there.
Yeah.
Thought I had
it's
you.
got a 19 AC we figured out.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
All right.
That's gonna be 20 points of damage.
Okay. What kind of damage? It's all.
It's
a mixture?
Slashing and radiant. Yeah.
Okay. It does not resist any of that.
Okay.
See,
Uh,
clearly enough.
as he crosses up with the other scimitar, hitting that with the Vex Mastery
Okay.
gives me advantage again.
Sure
It's
does.
gonna be definitely a hit. Let's go for the crit. Nope. And let's see.
We have seen the triple advantage stats before.
That's gonna be 19 points of damage.
Yeah. All
And
right.
then one more swing. I don't know. This one does not have advantage, right?
Yeah, because you used Nick
so.
property on the scimitar, right?
Yeah, it goes Vex, then Nick. And the last one's not the last Nick. I don't think is. Yeah, correct. Sorry. Okay,
Nick, then you got
It's a lot.
it's so much. I'm going. Oh, we don't have one. Boo. I was gonna take a chat roll
You were taking that 20?
if we have one.
Red doesn't skimp on taking them.
No, not for this. He is. I am going to take a chat roll. Because I'm going to miss if not. I'm going to take a 6 out of the chat for a 22. Actually, I'll take a 3 for a 21. But as this one hits, as like a quick 3 slashes, when the last one connects, he's going to smite.
Oh,
And
odd with smites is scary.
yes,
When all of your attacks are made as part of your action,
right.
do it. Yeah. Isn't it a bonus action to cast that now or something?
Yeah.
It is a bonus action. Sorry.
That's
How
okay.
many?
Come on,
I'm a little ways away until my turn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're
I'm gonna
good.
take them.
Okay.
He's fussing at me.
Yeah, I heard.
Drazad.
some whiny pups. If you guys would like to learn more about them,
And
you
a
can type
Kish.
exclamation point pups in the chat. Sorry, I have not been paying a whole lot of attention to chat here while we've been getting through this pretty crazy encounter.
I know. Sorry, we haven't.
New
either.
high-level
stat
characters
block.
requires
Yeah,
a lot of...
exactly. Yeah.
New high level characters, new high CR stat block with a lot of wonky things going on.
I broke out my notebook
Okay.
so I could write down what to do next.
Nice.
I need you to roll.
No.
I need you to roll. No,
Strength?
not that. Not
Strength
that one.
saving throw?
No, not that one. Damn it! I'm just gonna roll some other dice. Sorry.
No, it's okay. You're just doing like regular divine smite.
Yeah. So he took 20 points of damage from my regular stuff. He's gonna take 3, 4. So it's gonna be 4 of those.
So another 20. It was 20, 19, then 20.
Nope. 20 for the first one. 25 for the radiant damage for the smite. Okay.
Okay.
And as the smite lands, you're gonna hear your Laros go, "Ha ha!" And you use Dow's Crush on him. You need to make a
Jeez.
because the genie, you use your channel divinity when you land the smite to do a genie thing.
Okay.
How that works.
Are you real?
if you do
Are you
one thing, you do
discovering
all the
in this
things.
moment that Eularos is not a genie of wind in this reality?
I think he represents all of them because you can do any of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
In this one, you'll see your Lars's hand and comes and punches the guy. Make a it's a grapple. So you pick, right?
Yeah.
DC
Athletics
18,
or yeah.
As the ground comes up underneath him and tries to grab him.
He's actually going to choose acrobatics.
Okay.
Uh-oh, dexterous.
That
No dex
is-
saves.
that is a 22.
That passes.
As he feels the earthen grasp of Eularos leaping out from your drum as you summon your late father.
And then 7 more damage.
Okay.
Yep, and that's it.
Oh, that's all.
That's
it.
it.
That's
And
it.
That's it. Yeah.
Creature is not yet bloodied, but it is somewhat scarred as its bulbous wounds continue to close and gloss over with these new sort of glowing orbs of flesh. We move from your turn back to the top of initiative. Drazad, it is your go, and you're actually going to see the creature begin to sort of shimmer and shift again as it did before.
So you always get that fun
It's at the top of the round.
feature back. Yeah.
It's like making, it's like trying to make these damn cup holders again. All right, there we go. And I'll go for it, and I'll make 2 more unarmed strikes.
How are we ever gonna get
Okay.
cup holders
against
now?
it.
Not.
Punch
I
holes
still
in
have
his face.
mending.
19 for the first one.
19 exactly hits.
Higher for the second one.
Okay. So you'll have a glancing blow on the first one, but you do connect.
Okay, sweet. So for the first one, they're both unarmed strikes. For the first one, I'm going to use Hand of Harm.
Okay.
So I can use a focus point and add an extra D10 of damage.
All right.
So it's going to be D10. So that's 4 bludgeoning damage, and then 14 necrotic damage.
As you channel this harmful energy just beneath Dusklight and lunge into them, once again, you pull your fist back with only air. You do no damage on that first attack
fine
as
with
it
me.
shifts out of the way.
And then the second attack is going to be 4 bludgeoning damage as well.
Okay.
And he also needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Yes.
Aye.
I actually don't think he gets advantage on this. It's not magical. That is a 25.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he
He did roll pretty well, so
Well, I figured he was a beefy boy. So he saves. So his speed is halved until the start of my next turn, and the next attack roll made against it has advantage.
nice. As you connect the first attack, you see it shift out of the way. You plunge your fist up into its rib cage, and as you hear it, it sort of regains its composure, but is hunched over and so slowed for its turn. As we move past yours to Valoth and the Simulacrum.
Seeing this like poisonous powder coming off of New Flora, this Valoth Prime is going to kind of circle around and position himself so that he causes the regal presence to leave and then come back
Okay.
in a way that if it gets pushed, it'll get pushed that way.
I also
Got it.
want to point out I do still have Heroes Feast up, so all of you do
Yes.
have
Yeah, we talked about it before.
okay,
Yeah.
resistance and
15
immunity
max,
to
yeah.
poison specifically. That way, if you do start your turn within,
We're good.
Ooh, that's a good
Oh,
combo.
yeah,
Nice.
that's what I'm saying. Because I'm now
Mm-hmm.
giving off poison, but you guys are basically immune to it.
It's nice to feed your friends.
That's the main reason I took it. Because I was like, yeah, it does affect them, but they
Yeah.
have bonuses.
Wisdom
Smart.
save.
Yeah.
Me and Otter still
So
beefy
good.
boys too.
So good at
I think I
these.
have more HP as this character than I do.
That is going to be a 19.
I made all my stats.
Oh, that saves.
'Cause I didn't.
So he's and I rolled such high damage. So he's gonna take half
Didn't mess with me.
of
Of half.
half.
Let it.
So this is 19 halved to 9 halved to
4. Oh,
God, I hit the
yikes.
odds twice.
Oh.
Psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I need another wisdom save because I'm as Valoth runs across and all this water starts to hit him. Valoth takes his staff of defense and whacks it on one of the crystals, and they start to resonate, and the Toll the Dead starts to
That is
play
11.
through the air.
Boom.
Yeah. So it's D12s, I think, if they've taken
I
it.
love the flavor of hitting the crystals for this. As the creature actually, as you look at them and it hears the sounds echoing off the wall, it's sort of like shifting in every direction. It almost looks a little bit scared.
Okay. That is 15 necrotic.
Okay.
Does
It takes
resist
all-
that?
it takes all
take
15 of that.
Dabblage.
Is that weird symbol in the air still there?
It is still there,
And then
but you notice it has not teleported again.
how much movement do I have left?
You
I've
have
like gotten out of its range with the 10 feet
get
and
out
come back
and then
in.
back in. I would say you have 5 or 10. It wouldn't be a lot.
Okay. Then bonus action, I'm a Starlight Step. So that he is just
Out of range.
that's 10 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You whistle around the corner, push against them with your regal presence, do some other stuff, and then blip back where you were.
Yeah.
And then look to Simulacrum Valoth.
I think in this pool too, he would like and then pop back up.
Ooh, that's
next to
cool.
in the wherever he is.
Pops up as a different Valor.
Yeah, he's like, oh, shoot. I quickly shift. I've made 5 character sheets. No, and the other Valoth is
thanks, man.
Because he has advantage on his thing because of stunning strike.
Yeah, the advantage on the next attack.
Yeah, so he's going to similarly
Oh, is he stunned?
not fully.
Yeah, it's the new stunning strike. Even if you save,
Yeah.
you get some bad stuff done to you.
If you fail, you get the stun.
He's gonna while the heavy crossbow's still out, he's gonna run across and shoot that first at him, doing kind of
Okay.
the same thing, trying to push him and keep him within. That's a nat 20.
That absolutely hits.
And it's Hunter's marked, and it's the psychic damage.
Oh,
and it's heavy crossbows 10.
Yeah, that's a good one to do a nat 20 on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So, geez, another max on the psychic, doubled to 12, but then half back down to 6.
Okay, so 6 psychic.
Then this rolled really bad on the damage. That's 3. That's 6 total piercing from the
Okay.
piercing and force, I think is what the Hunter's Mark is. Mixed together. And he'll be pushed 10 feet, which should still leave him within
Flora's.
Flora's range. But it doesn't really matter because then he's going to pull out his hand crossbow and shoot that at him.
Okay.
Like there's a ring of fog.
I know.
The shape of the mini.
He is pushed back towards some of the still chiming. Did you get another nat 20?
With the straight roll!
Okay, you got to flavor this for Simulacrum Valoth.
Yeah.
He is sure-shotting.
I think he runs up and he slides through the water like on his knees with the heavy crossbow, shoots him, and as he falls back, he doesn't even pull his arm away from the heavy crossbow as the light one shoots out of his hand, like tracing the
like a secondary
creature across.
shot.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely connects as the
Damn.
creature is driven towards the still ringing crystals. The bolt breaks through it. Its skin is a little slower to recoalesce, even more so because the second bolt fires through the same hole and drives it deep as its blood pours out into the water. It's not quite bloodied, but it is close.
That is 10 plus 3, 13 piercing plus the Hunter's Mark, whatever that is. Damage type. That is the total.
Got it.
And then do I roll another hit or do I bonus action yank this dude back in front of him? I think seeing Odd like bewildered.
Oh, remember what that says about creature sizes.
Oh, does it have to be smaller? I didn't read it.
So
I read it, but I didn't remember the creature size.
no, it's just funny how you said that. If it's your size or smaller, you can pull it. If your size or larger, you can pull yourself to it.
Then I'm not. I'm gonna make
you
another
probably
attack.
don't want to do that.
I'm gonna make my my bonus action attack advantage because of Vex.
Yep.
With another light crossbows, he pulls this one from his hip. Another hand.
Already loaded.
Yeah. Well, he has the. Wow, I saw a bunch of 2s. I thought I got another nat 20, but I didn't. That is a 22 to hit.
I had a really bad
22
typo.
does definitely
I'm
hit.
sorry.
But he's got crossbow expert, so he ignores the loading property.
Okay, if you guys are watching this in the future and you can't see chat, you just got to be here. I don't know what else to say.
There's a typo in the word luck. Just use your imagination.
Okay.
Duck. Yeah.
Yeah, duck. Yeah. Good duck. Oh my god.
That was a 22 to hit. That is that is 10 total piercing plus force.
Okay.
Did you see the chat, Brett?
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark plus force. What is it? What is that damage type?
It is force. Hunter's Mark is force. As you nail this creature for 3 attacks, driving it into the still humming amethyst crystals behind it, as a light glow emanates in response, it steps into the shallow pool again, breathing more heavily, and then sucking in through its nostrils, trying to detect where the rest of you are. And inadvertently sucking in some of the spores leeching off of Flora's form. It needs
Constitution save.
con save.
He is a beefy boy with
Yes, he sure is.
That is going to be a 27.
Well, then.
As he actually traces that scent back to you, you see his mouth flare open in an attempt to clamp down across your midsection. Instinctively, both your heads flee, but the middle of you is the last to go. That is a 19 to hit.
Please?
I do think it would be close, depending on what features you took.
I think I have a 19. Hold on. Do I get my cloak of protection? I get my shield.
You would still get
I
Drazad's.
still get that.
Did we
It's in
rule
the
that you get your
forge.
shield?
I thought so.
I thought it was the necklace
It's the necklace
thingy
that gives it to
gives
you.
you the.
Yeah, so you get your
The
cloak of protection.
Cerberus tooth, right?
Cerberus Tooth does not give you AC, though.
What the?
It's only on attack rolls, I think.
Yeah, there is something.
That's the cloak of protection.
You had your mom's tooth necklace, and you
The
added the Cerberus
insignia
tooth
of
to that
claws.
tooth necklace.
That's what it
And
was.
I think your mom's tooth necklace gives you +1 to AC.
So you should have a +3 to whatever it is.
I don't get the shield.
You do not get the shield.
All right.
Well, Blessing of the Forge is +2.
I'm looking
the-
at my bonuses on my AC right now. I have the cloak of protection, my shield, and the blessing of the forge.
So you don't have mom tooth.
No, that I don't know what y'all are talking about. That doesn't give me that. So
Maybe you had to attune to it or something.
That I
I'm
remember what it
attuned
was now.
to everything.
So you actually should just have. No, you should still have 3. I think I remember this because we said the blessing of the forge does count.
That's
Yeah.
The shield doesn't, and that's why you're getting the +2,
+3 total.
+3 total. It is-
Blessing of the forge and my
Cloak.
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm. Okay, I was like, I think
got
I'm
there.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
so then my AC is 18.
Okay, so it does connect with you, biting into that fleshy midsection as you attempt to escape, almost breathing in the pollen as it exudes out through several small pores in its skin. You're going to take 20 points of piercing damage.
I am resistant.
Okay, so 10.
I think. Did I take that? Is it 20? I'm just gonna take the 20 because I don't remember if I took it or not.
Okay. From that line, you would have. It sounds like you took the pollen from that line, but
Yeah.
you could have also taken it with your 14th level ability.
Yeah, I was gonna have taken stone resilience, but I switched it. So
Got it.
Yeah.
So you take 20 points of piercing damage as the creature's jaws clamp shut on you and then begin wrenching you side to side as you feel your body not only being ragdolled but shifted through time and space. It eventually releases you as you take 13 points of psychic damage. And you, on your next turn, have to take either an action or a bonus action. You'll only get one of the two.
Okay.
No, I just.
Yeah, that sucked. Now,
I shot attack twice. It was okay.
I mean, it's Tasha's mind whip light.
I think it is going to charge towards Kish with an attack.
Where did you get that from?
That is a 21 to hit as Kish is too busy trying to help Flora up from being wrestled to the ground. The creature charges at her and slams into her with one of its limbs. She takes a total of 40 points of damage, 12 slashing, 18 psychic.
She's still up.
She is still up. She's a lot beefier than she was before. As she stands, Odd, you recognize a similar sort of dazed stare as she's like sort of looking around, unsure of her surroundings. She'll have the same effect
Don't
that you had
move.
before. It is at that point as you shout out. It closes in on you again, Odd.
I stupidly backed up.
You did.
Yeah,
It makes another attack on you.
forgot that my simulacrum was going to move.
That's a 15 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. You've seen
So,
its attack
even
pattern
though-
before.
Even though he doesn't have armor on, he's now like glowing and moving at like he's moving where kind of the same type of leaving a small trace
Like
behind.
an after image.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Almost like the light particles take a second to catch up to your blistering speed. The creature closes on you again, and you dodge nimbly out of the way as we circle from its turn to Kish's turn. Foolishly, it is still within range of her.
You fool.
Yeah, so she's going to make 3 attacks on it.
Where did I get thrown?
It's flavor.
Oh.
It kind of threw you down into
Okay.
the water. A 21 will hit Kish. Or sorry, Kish will hit.
Hit
With-
with a 21.
He punches
not
herself
a-
in the face.
Yeah.
It's not a 21. I
Ah,
added
The wrong.
The wrong modifier.
17 will miss. So Kish takes
gotcha.
10 points of psychic damage
So every time you try to hit and you miss, you take psychic
take
damage?
psychic.
Maybe
if you're
once.
within a certain range.
What kind of monster is this?
I made it.
A piece
I
of
had a
shit.
feeling.
Yeah.
It is called an Urathul.
Mm.
As the second attack is a 19, does hit. The creature takes 19 points of slashing damage as it is now bloodied properly.
Probably.
Properly.
She doesn't have a bonus to hit?
Is
She does.
Is
It's a
Kish
19 on the die. Yeah, it was a
okay.
total of 28.
Is Kish a
I was-
barbarian?
Kish is a fighter.
Oh, okay.
Specifically a
okay.
battle master and a bit heavily armored. I talked to Angel about this
Yeah.
before he left just to kind of get an idea of what she would be here. And the last attack is a 23, which also hits. It takes another 19 points of damage. And on both of those attacks, I think the first one, it actually was supposed to attack you with disadvantage, Flora. It would have hit. On the first attack, she's going to hit it with sap. On the second one, seeing that all of you are trying to tie it down, she's going to hit it with slow. As the first attack drives deep into its skin and then cuts off one of its appendages, she swings the glaive around with almost a graceful pirouette, a small remnant of what she was in the other world, slashing across the back of its hind legs. It almost collapses into the water beneath her as she riposts and readies herself for another attack.
Repulse?
She's going to call out to the three of you within range, and she's like, "Stay back! It's dangerous up close." Do any of you want to leave its range without an attack of opportunity? Do any of you want to get back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I want it to be poisoned.
Yeah, I would take a step back.
No, I think I would stay close.
Okay. Then Odd, you can move up to half. You can use your reaction. Sorry, you may not want to do that.
He can.
I
He
can. That's
can't.
a good check.
So she issues the warning, but all of you stand fast within the reach of this creature as it continues to bleed into the pool. Stars now stained blood red. We circle back from her turn to Flora.
We came out of the pool, like in
Yes.
another pool.
Yes.
Yes. As you can clearly see, the set has been flipped
Yes.
in an
Yes.
upside down
Yes.
opposite
I was
world.
just making sure I was understanding.
Oh no, the bridge is still this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this room has a back.
I gotcha.
This I just didn't build this
There
because
was
I didn't
more
think
of
we were
this.
getting there.
Yeah, I got it.
I was like, the pool's in the middle. If they get to the pool, they're not going.
I'm gonna stick with my
I-
theory that you just upside
only
down
do an
this thing. Like
Action or bonus action.
Okay, then I'm just gonna try to bite it.
Okay. Might as well with that multi attack.
Mm-hmm. So this will be for the main one.
Yes.
I can give myself advantage, but I think I didn't take that thing. Let me see. Yeah, I don't.
it luck.
No, it's one of the new feature things. Okay, that
It's
one
a pretty
misses.
big boost to wild shapes, and I think flavorful ways. Kind of encourages you to give your creature that starts off as a beast almost monstrosity properties or fey properties.
Neither of those.
Okay. As you lash out with both bites, the creature phases back and forth. Each time you pull back psychic energy, each time you take 10 points of psychic damage.
For both, even though it's one action.
It is for both. It is each time that you miss the creature.
Okay.
And you notice that this psychic energy really only exists within a certain radius, a pretty close radius, about 10 feet from it. So you imagine attacks from further away would not impose that. It's only because you're lashing into its sort of psychic distortion that you're carrying that damage away when you miss. Flora, I think that's you. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
No.
Okay. Odd, it's your go. Drazad, you're on deck.
All right. Same as before. Start swinging. This Let's say plenty enough to hit it.
As it phases back and forth, expecting to fool you as it fooled your friends, you close your open eye and look through the eye patch, and you can see it standing perfectly still. As you connect with it, it actually looks, it doesn't have eyes, but it looks almost confused as it sort of like puts its nose closer to the ground and snorts.
13 points of damage.
Okay.
I finally found the thing I was looking for. It's from Mage Slayer.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
can cause myself to succeed on certain saving throws. But I was like, I know there's something in here.
There's something like that.
Yeah.
That's 18 points of damage.
Okay.
And for the last swing, and then come on, that's a hit, but he's gonna smite on that one. And-
Okay. Might as well.
Yeah.
Use him or lose him.
Yeah, no joke. Huh?
It's definitely cool to see you guys using all these new features as your characters are sort of figuring out who they are
I
here.
guess I could have started taking some dice rolls.
Well, yeah.
Well, could I have last turn? Because you said I could only do action or bonus action.
You could reaction still. You still have your reaction.
Okay. And then now.
Oh,
my
did you
next-
not know that?
No, but it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't think I can really do anything with my reaction anyway.
Now on my next turn,
No,
do I
it's
have
deflect
everything back?
Yes.
So it's 17 regular damage and then 22 smite damage. On
Hell
top.
yeah.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Nice smite rolls.
Yep.
Oh no. Hey, I think something might be going on with YouTube, Alex.
Oh, no.
Ezzy just said the stream froze for a moment, and then chat just disconnected and then reconnected.
I think
Oh.
it's fine on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, it might have. Sometimes it'll drop for a moment, but it looks
Yeah.
like it's working.
That's
I wonder if
still
my
up.
computer disconnected for a second. Anyway, sorry.
Our Wi-Fi
I wanted to
is
say
funky
something before.
sometimes.
No, I appreciate it. So I got, and then 17. Got it.
I
Okay.
think everyone's got PTSD from the first episode. Of
Yeah.
the campaign.
As you connect with all three attacks, you see the beast.
Can you roll me? And as the smite comes down, a blinding flash happens. Can you roll me a Constitution saving?
It's against being blinded.
It is.
They are immune to that. They
Oh
do not
well,
have
that
eyes.
can't be blinding.
Hey, come on, that's a Demogorgon.
As the light emanates, you actually watch through your eye patch with that 5 foot of true sight to see the creature like almost unaware of the presence of light, more distracted by the burning sensation as you slash across their midriff or whatever that middle section of it is. Yeah. And so it's in my head. Inception
got
did.
him.
We asked him if we could see his midriff, but now it's stuck in our heads.
That's it.
Okay.
better
Drazad,
now.
it is now your go as you see the creature once again starting to shift.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's at the top every
No,
time.
no. It's okay. Drazad has learned from his previous mistake. Not mistakes. He has learned from his new found form.
It's not pop, it's pop.
All right. So here we go.
One mixer.
Look at there. Look at there.
I really think I might do it. On the next main campaign.
Ooh, you should.
I really like this. Okay, I really like this because I have 5 attacks.
Yeah.
5?
Especially the new
Monks are broken, dude.
crazy
oh
good
my
in the new
god.
14, yeah.
They went from being one of the worst to one of the best now. I really like what they
the
did.
first attack hits. I'm not rolling damage
Oh.
because it misses. Okay.
Distinctly, it doesn't miss. It just deals no damage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise,
okay.
you would
Like
take
when you're punching
10
in your
points of
dreams.
psychic
So if
damage.
you were to like
yeah.
stunning strike it and it failed, it would still take the effects because it just doesn't take any
Yes, it
damage.
just doesn't take the damage.
It's like when you're punching your dream and you're punching through water. That's what just happened to
Are
him.
you thinking about doing that differently?
I
No,
actually
no.
Don't do that. I
did
did
Hand of
lucid
Harm
dream.
last attack.
And if I start swinging, I start swinging in
Damage
real
was
life.
extra.
That would have still had to, yeah.
They're,
Yeah.
they're like full, like,
Okay,
I've
that
hit
one
him in my sleep
hits.
before.
D10, so I'm going to do 6 bludgeoning damage on the second attack.
Okay.
And then stunning strike, I need a Constitution saving throw.
That is another 27. It rolled 17 last
Wow.
time too. High dice.
Oh, damn it.
You can reverse engineer that if you want.
Yeah.
That is a plus 10.
Where's... Okay, great.
That's my
Um, Third attack, that's an 18 again, that hits.
Okay. 18 does not.
No, 18 on the die.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Plus whatever.
got
It's
giddy.
like 26.
It's like, ha!
You missed. Okay, that's going to be 9, 10, 11, 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Hand of Harm on that one, so it's another D10. It's going to be 5 necrotic damage. And he's also going to get the poison condition until the end of my next
Okay.
turn.
He is not immune to poisoned.
Get wrecked. 11, 19 does hit.
It is glancing though.
Yes, so that's 4 damage, so 2.
Okay.
And then the last,
Yeah.
that's 23 that hits.
Yep.
8, 9, 10, 11 bludgeoning damage.
Cool. Big smack to
That was
finish that off.
attack.
Amazing.
My first 2, it was an attack, which is 2, my action, which is 2 attacks, and then bonus action flurry of blows, which instead of giving me 2, gives me 3, because I have heightened flurry
That's
of blows
crazy.
now.
He was right to give you only an action or bonus action next turn. You might try to do that again.
Yeah.
As you almost faint with the first attack, throwing an elbow, you see them shift out of the way, and then you extend that palm to the back of
what I was
the front of its face, just where its nose would be if it has, or rather, its large nose, the center of its large nose. You drive it backwards, kick once with a leaping attack as you swing around, letting the momentum carry you. The last attack, whack, driving it into the water. It is able to rise after that, but it is not looking good.
Speed is halved, and the next person has advantage. You have
It also had -10 speed, so I think it's only got a little bit if it needs to use it. As we go to Valoth and the Simulacrum.
Eagle presence.
Yep. Balvin's gonna take a step forward.
I
Like
figured.
a little 2-step.
what does poison even do?
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, okay.
18 on the save.
That exactly saves.
I went look at it. Go for
So
It was just
take half of half again. Which
Yay!
him. No matter.
and that's 17 half to 8 half to 4 again.
Okay.
Doesn't feel as bad though.
And it is
Last time.
pushed. Oh, no, it's saved, so it's not
Yeah,
pushed.
it's not pushed. But yet again, Valve's seen that he doesn't like that kind of like crystally sound-based thing.
Uh-huh.
Judging that he doesn't have eyes, and it kind of freaks him out. He's once again gonna whack that that crystal. And he
All on the floor.
Whack us bonkers.
whack that. Yeah, and I need another wisdom save.
Another wisdom. Thank you.
Give me some more.
Low. 16. Sorry, no, not 7. Added the wrong thing.
What?
Added a 0 to its modifier.
That is 18 necrotic damage.
Okay.
As the bells begin to toll throughout the air.
It is still up, but once again, you see it almost like sniffing at the air, trying to detect the source of the sound. It doesn't have the ability to flee at this moment, but you detect a sense of not fear but self-preservation within it.
Fun. So when I'm making a multi-attack, because that's it for regular Valeth. He's not backing up this time. Learned his lesson. Can I do like main attack, bonus action, extra attack, and then main second attack?
That's a good question. I don't know why you would do it that way,
Because
but
then I can get Vex onto the.
oh,
I think you can.
yeah, you.
Because I'm making a light with the first one, so it is the light
Even
attack.
if that's
meets
not the rule, I'll
requirements.
allow it because I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I was just curious of the ordering because
I'll allow it.
I would try to get the Vex.
I'll allow it.
Because I already get advantage because of that.
Yeah,
So I'll have advantage on all my attacks.
nice.
So the arm crossbows, he levies up the heavy crossbow.
You want to make sure you're out of range of its little 10-foot thing, so he backs up a little bit, maybe.
It's 10-foot emanation.
Yeah, I would say that you guys noticed it because you've been fighting it for long enough.
So yeah, he's gonna actually
Just point it
without
at
the
it.
heavy crossbow, he's gonna bring up his hand with the hand crossbow, firing one bolt from the gauntlet and one out of his hand. That is a 28 to hit on
28
the first
absolutely
one,
hits.
and a 29 to hit on the second one.
Both hit.
I'm gonna roll that damage first.
I make a lot of attacks. I got a spell I got to train up next.
Okay.
Hero's Mantle. I saw it was a spell,
Oh,
and I didn't
yeah.
think to grab it, but 'cause I didn't realize y'all were making so many attacks.
Okay, so the
realize that.
the psychic damage is 4 half to 2.
Okay.
And then everything else is 12, 13, plus another 6. 19 piercing damage between the other two
Okay.
crossbow attacks.
Is he pushed?
No, because I'm about to make the heavy crossbow one.
Got it. Okay.
That one just has different dice, so I wait.
You drive 2 bolts into either side of its body as it starts to stumble, almost lifting it up onto its hind legs. You see blood spurt out from where Kish slashed them. She gives your simulacrum sort of a nod as he fires one more bolt.
Yeah, the heavy crossbow is a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
It says in the player's handbook, you choose when to take a bonus action during your turn unless the bonus action's timing is specified.
Okay.
Perfect.
Nice.
So I'm not doing anything illegal, and I just rolled max damage on this heavy crossbow.
Hell yeah.
That is 6 force from Hunter's Mark, and then 13 piercing push damage.
How does Simulacrum Valoth want to
Oh my
do
God.
this?
I literally was like, this is a
Yeah,
beefy
I
boy.
think
yeah.
with the
Very.
rapid fire of the 2 hits, it kind of, because this thing's blind, right? The 2 hand crossbow hits kind of gets this thing to look up, and as it rears its face, he places that heavy crossbow hit right in its maw and like pins it to the back wall as it pushes it back.
It goes sailing, and as it slams into that back wall, it slumps onto the ground. Its disgusting body beginning to fall apart in clumps into the pool. As you all stand there looking over this tumultuous scene.
I'm going to drop my wild shape, and does anyone need healing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
do.
do too. I'm going to do healing word. No, healing spirit. I'm going to give everyone a little bit of healing. I'll text y'all what it is.
I
As
don't
your
need it.
does your healing spirit look any different here?
I haven't really thought of that.
I'll give you some time to think about it because
Little
as you're
bear's rabbit.
gathering your components and
Cocaine bear.
beginning the process to summon your healing spirit, the chamber falls eerily silent. The stillness is little comfort as you see in the background of this larger room that you didn't explore before, where that acrid scent was coming from, where this creature seemed to come from. There's a large, shadowy silhouette. You can't help the feeling that you aren't alone still. And that is where we're going to go on a quick 10-minute break. We'll be back in just a second, so make sure to join the raffle, get yourself some chaos points, and we'll see you in just a bit. Bye!
Hey.
Give yourself 28.
28.
You need healing?
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, Angel of Darkport, Brett Venable, Dutin 103, Demek Longfang, Lil Tired, Memebot 69000, XIVM, Jason Miller, Corey of Darkport, Ruby Rod, Sam Huffpower, Daniel Struve, Agile Monk, Jude Eshett, Russell Mooney, Licia Harding, Zaft 911, James Carr, Felsi, Drazadi, Renarius Ash Kevrin, Tom Server, Meta Lisa, Dwayne Bradway, John Royal, Angels Art and Gaming, Danny Leo, Bacon and Bush, Tar Liam, Rivers Oblivion Studios, Old Headset, Trado, Fables D20, Davis Not Here, Unholy Guardian, Darkwing Duck, Brian C, Rabusi, Shadow Soul, Jared T, Murky the Squid, Shadow Wolf, Ivo Man Fron, Brian C, Sir Ricky McD, PK Himmy, Skelly Lichqueen, Road to Goat, Andrew Matthias, Jeff Bashar, Reno Ricardo, Kaminuku, Juke Lake, Louis Picazari, Real Slindy Boy, Moritsuto, Benjamin Rojas, Obscure Trist, Talaran, Will Patterson, Simon Prout, Pokemon Impersonator, Sean Rim, Eldenheim, Talon Vorin, Darius Rex, Tista, Rocket in a Maid Suit, Soulforge Dice, Mega Ranger, Melissa Powell, not your average sock.
And a little slappy.
You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
Welcome to Constructed Chaos, a D&D live play channel where you get to control the game. Join us on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time for our in-person live stream that allows you to influence our adventures in major ways. From alternate plot points to rerolls to absolute chaos. And tune in on Mondays at 7 for our brand new Chat Plays D&D format where you get to roll the dice and pilot the characters themselves straight from the live stream chat. And between it all, there's tons of homebrew content and guides that we release every single month. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
Greetings, viewers. Bramble Backfoot hopping by to let you know about our monthly homebrew packets issued to all those brave enough to join the ranks of our prestigious order. With a plethora of items, monsters, mechanics, and more, it's easier than ever to bring chaos home to your table. So become a member and let's fight the forces of evil together. Thank you. You're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight. Ha 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 ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships. Let me show you how. Ha 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 ha! What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Ha 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 ha! Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Perfect beard brew, perhaps lizard wart, or giant scorpion venom, and a watcher's eye stalk. And just a little dust of undryness. Not on his crafting table! Smells pretty good, actually. Fireball! Bring home the chaos of Juniper Forest and Magical Embers with my own personal beard products in partnership with Tabletop Beard. Welcome to the middle of the video. Enjoy these beautiful handmade dice. Isn't this nice? Brought to you by Soulforge Dice.
Owlbear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that?
right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... Oh! Excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations to Meta Lisa. I think it's your second time in a row.
I think
Enjoy
so.
the 1,000 chaos points. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your Wednesday night here with us in this cold, dark chamber full of mystery
Let me get out of here.
as we
Cold,
rejoin
dark,
our adventurers.
wet.
I love it.
What are all of you doing?
Like any cold, wet.
Getting out of the pool.
Just like Bella.
Okay. Where specifically?
Yeah,
I can only walk this way, so I'm gonna walk backwards.
Yeah, still from the creature.
You walk out of the pool.
Don't moonwalk away from me. Like a new girl.
I'm gonna cast my gaze back to where me as Sam doesn't know, but I'm guessing that is Caranton's like throne area.
Valoth would know that, yes, while Caranton spends much time in his pool, both lounging, bathing, eating, he does have a dry space that
Is this like the same Cranton? Or is this a Cranton from a different reality?
I don't think so. So yeah.
Oh, Alex.
My opinion, there should not be a Cranton in
It-
another
yeah.
reality. There's one.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
In Raries, you all hear.
Cran with a C.
I would assume it's still up. Raries, like that didn't
Sure.
that much time.
Yeah.
An eggshell.
It's absolutely still up.
I feel it on the back.
In Raries, I would say I think this universe's Caranton might be just up there.
Oh boy.
So
Do you,
You
sneak
think
past
this?
this guy?
You
Or-
think this one knows us?
out is that way, but we don't have a ship, so we might need to talk to him to figure out how.
There might be a ship in this reality.
Do you think this Caranton would be amenable? More amenable than...
I don't know. Why don't you go check it out?
Yeah.
No,
She
there's
says
one
that
way.
with the giant slash still across her chest.
Yeah.
From the other Caranton.
Oh,
you.
Hey, did
Hey,
the
you.
simulacrum take damage?
No.
Is that not? Was that not the simulacrum?
No, that was
What?
Kish. Sorry.
Oh, I thought that
I
was
thought that was
simulacrum.
simulacrum.
I'm trying to do like softer
I
Kish
picked
voice.
it up.
Yeah,
I
thank
picked
you.
it up.
I would say, okay, then yeah, if you're saying for her to go, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if she goes check it out. More protective than simulacrum because like he is fragile, and I'm like, I brought life into this thing, and it can't be healed. We can heal Kish.
Can I punch the simulacrum? For 1 point of damage?
Sure.
I want to see if we can.
He's got 19 hit points. You'd have to punch him 20 times.
Oh, no. Never mind.
Hold still.
Yeah. I pull out my sword. Like,
I would approach and just kind of like gesturing to everyone, like, to not follow too closely behind him, just in case. Because
As you maneuver towards the steps, Kish is actually going to step in front of you. You're too important. Let me see.
Yes, but I could teleport.
Drozad is super dexterous now.
Ooh.
And he does a backflip.
Can you still fly?
You say that from Cranton's throne. You're like, Drozad is super
I only need 2 points of contact.
Mulls over your logic. We'll go together. I'm a bit sturdier than I was before. As she stands next to you and kind of gives you a nod, following your lead.
Yeah, I'm very much the same as I was before. And then he'll just keep walking.
Drozad is white now instead of blue.
So you can clearly see this looming collapsed silhouette across the right side of the chamber. I want you to make a perception check to see how much you see.
I do have my see invisibility eyeball up for what it's worth. Let me see
Say that
the
3
ethereal.
times
Okay.
fast.
Is important?
I don't know.
And I'm just saying, my passive perception's a 19.
Mine's 20. Alex never uses that.
I know, but that's why I bring it up.
Is it perception?
Yep.
But we're going to continue telling.
That is a 17.
Okay. With a 17, you can quite easily see this massive form, amethyst hide, dulled and fractured, body slumped against broken stone like a fallen monument. You can see that there are pools around it, but it is not the Caranton's pool that you have seen previously. Rather, this is what remains of a corpse that has been left here to rot for quite some time.
Ranton's corpse?
This is Caranton's corpse.
Would I gather this to have
like a
been here
corpse of a dragon?
similar to whenever we first, like timeline-wise, is this body dead for as long as when Dekarin first entered our...
I'll have you make a medicine check for that.
Oh, like
There-
month.
Or is it when I first saw
Is there gold at
Dekarin? Like,
this?
which one of those? Because I know those are months apart.
Can I?
This dragon's body, does it have a hoard?
This dragon does not have a hoard because it's not interested in such things.
I guess we figured out.
True.
I
Can
know.
I help him with the
I guess we
medicine check?
figured out how the old boy made it through to the other places.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how long was this Caranton dead
Yeah,
for?
yeah.
Would you said you can help me with the medicine check?
Just since I still had like,
Yeah, like maybe some residual.
I still have all my
cleric.
memories of being a cleric.
Yeah.
Sure.
Your
I'll
hand
give you
just may not
advantage
be
on it as
Yeah.
Zod sees you maneuvering towards the dragon to inspect its body.
We have a good
One better.
question for the DM.
Oh, okay.
Would you rather add centaurs to the world or allow for passive perception?
Oh,
Great
God.
question.
I will
chat.
answer that
That's a real
question.
Sophie's choice for
I will
you.
answer that question this way. I will never, and I mean never, allow centaurs into my world.
I thought you were going to say passive perception.
I do dislike passive checks only because I feel like any character should have the capacity to fail anything at any time. So I always like to roll, but
No, I know. We're
I
just picking
understand.
on you.
It's convenient.
That is a 15
That was from Russell.
Okay,
with help and chat.
with your 15, you can tell that it is not recent. It has been the smell communicates that much to you. And as you light your third eye to sort of inspect closer, I know you mentioned you had it on as you entered the room. You actually find this body to have been dead long enough that what you see almost doesn't make sense to you. When you peer into the ethereal, hovering above Caranton's corpse is a ghostly figure of violet light, half transparent and bound in pale blue mist that forms like a collar and shackles, leaving them helplessly suspended in place as they watch you with familiar eyes. By your estimation, this body has been dead for at least a month, if not more, and long enough for a dragon to have a dragon spirit to have been freed from whatever prison it holds.
Who are you, and why have you come?
Is Dragon Spirit Cranton? Like, does it look the same as body?
I'll say without a check, you can. I mean, you were in that cult for a long time. This one does look different.
Yeah.
Even still, with your medicine check, you can tell its body is more lithe. It is more slender, not as well fed. Perhaps it did not have a cult to well feed it.
Huh. That's funny.
It looks to match up with the body, and it's the only amethyst dragon that you know.
Like that we have the fat Granton.
You guys see me talking, like, I walk up to this body, I kind of inspect it, and then I look up and I just start talking into the air above.
I look over at Fleur and I go, I think you finally lost it.
Yeah. So
Lost
do you
his
not
marbles.
have your
This is what you
your
look
sight in this realm, the ethereal plane that you normally would in the material?
I could see much when I lived.
So,
Now I am restrained to this place
by Dekarin.
by the Mist King. That is what he calls himself now.
We are from the universe that he traveled to, presumably after he trapped you. Used your pool, I would presume, to go to ours. We sent him back, as I'm sure you might have seen him recently. But he did come back, and we are here to finish the job since he is universe hopping.
Multiversal, if you will.
So then am I.
You just cried. Yeah.
So then am I to understand that you are the cause of this?
As he sort of shimmies against the shackles, but he is mostly unmoving. They are holding him fast there.
We have not
I-
caused any of this.
I won't lie, they are not. But when I first peered into your pool in my universe, I was born into a group who followed you and worked closely with you.
Cult.
Yes, a cult. And as we
Y'all were the same
had our
thing.
rite of passage, I peered into the pool and witnessed this reality. And Dekarin noticed me. And you, I don't remember if it was you or
This
my...
is why most of my versions do not keep mortal company.
One of you sent me back, and Dekarin saw the glimmer and was able to find here. So, yes, but also no, not on purpose. But we are here to correct that.
Well, yes, he came. And yes, he took to that other place. But at first he could not access it. I believe he was called. Was this your doing as well?
No, but we did happen to be present when that happened. We were trying to stop it. Someone was trying to resurrect our Dekarin and accidentally called yours.
Make a persuasion check. He's taking you at your word up to this point because it all does make sense, but he's feeling like
20.
his- okay.
Or 21.
Getting it.
Hell yeah.
As he watches
20.
you speak,
Yeah, you have a lot.
his sort of glowing eyes almost appear to be looking through you in a way that he is taking in what you're saying, yes, but he's also watching your mannerisms, your faith behind your words, and finds you to be steadfast not only in terms of yourself or beings in general, but in terms of mortals. He has not met many mortals, and the ones that he has met probably were afraid to speak to a dragon.
Then if this is true, you should not be here. The Mist King is also guilty. should you promise to return afterwards. And should you free me, I will join you in your fight.
Oh, yes. No, we will definitely. We definitely had plans to return. We do not want to meddle in the multiverse. This is merely to correct meddling that has already taken place. This is not to cause any more disturbances.
Release me.
Do I believe what he's saying?
Make an insight check.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you would.
Okay, good.
Sorry, I had to think about that. It's been plenty long enough.
No, you're okay. That is dirty 20.
Okay. He seems like he is telling a half truth. It's what he's not saying that gives you a bit of pause. He is saying that he will help you in your fight if you promise to return. He is saying that you must free him in order to do so. This all makes sense. However, what he's not saying is if he's going to potentially try and be rid of you anyway. In a way that like he almost still views you as enemies, but useful enemies.
Yeah, enemy is my friend until they're.
You get the sense that he wouldn't attack you immediately right now, but in the midst of a combat with Dekarin, he might take an opportunity to hit everyone.
I kind of convey those vibes to the group in Raries, and kind of like put it up to you guys. Like, what are we thinking? Do we want to release this guy? Also, I don't know.
The other Dekarin was a dick. This one sounds like he's the same.
This is Corinth. The dragon.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
We've only known one.
This is
Dekarin.
this is right. This is not the evil dragon.
Or
It's not the obsidian weapon thing on
I'm sorry.
Multiverse Dragon.
Right.
the other amethyst dragon, the purple.
Not that
Yeah,
douchebag.
yeah.
The other douchebag.
No, I'm on your side, Odd. I don't know that we should.
Yeah, no, Drazada's kind of on the same playing field as that. We came here to stop a threat to our universe, and I look over to the dead dragon. No offense.
Can you say that out loud? But we're talking in Raries.
Yeah.
You see him kind of.
Do you
He
think?
kind of shrugs
Yeah.
and
Can we
kish.
see him? Can we see him?
But if,
How close do you get? You see an empty space.
Yeah.
if we
Yeah, that's
release,
I'm asking, like,
if we release him,
Help
us.
Yeah,
Said he will, but he
I
might.
guess if he's saying like
also
he's
help
talking
himself.
to the dragon, I'll walk up next to him and be like,
you get closer and closer until suddenly there is a massive dragon head just in front of your face.
The
Val standing there could have warned you when you were getting close. So it was just like,
Drazad is against the resurrection.
I don't know if it's resurrection, but we know Dekarin lives in both the ethereal and material. Ethereal dragon could help fight that, much like Ushti's mom did.
Drazad sees what you are saying.
I mean, I don't want to release him, but I feel like we also can't turn down help at this stage.
Right. Well, so like, let's say as he is released, we would have to be in the ethereal for him to attack us, correct? Is
To
that
my knowledge, but I don't know how blurred the lines are in this reality between
I also-
ethereal and material.
I also wonder if we're on the right side of this Granton, if he will help us get it back to our reality after.
I don't believe we need Cranton's help to get back. With how easy I traversed here, I'm pretty confident in being able to get back.
Okay.
okay?
Make an Arcana check.
So it couldn't hurt to have this guy on our side.
11.
I thought it was another nat 20.
one.
Period.
Yeah. Pool works the same as it always has.
Hate that he made you roll for that.
Yeah, I mean, does the pool get its power from Cranton, right? Like, yeah.
No, I think
I'm saying that because I rolled really crappy. Like, but yeah.
Drazad would like to. I believe Drazad would like to cast his vote.
You're gonna do like a tribal ceremony.
Yeah, who are you voting on the island?
I'm going
I'm
Drazad,
casting my vote because of what you said to me.
Yeah.
Like, but
writing it on the piece of paper, and I'm dropping it into the pool.
I have an immunity idol.
Yeah,
Got him.
he's just a stick. Drazad does not think we can trust him, and on the base level, we cannot trust what he is saying to us. Do we need the help? Probably. Should we wait any longer before we go deal with this? No, as well.
Well, we also need to get there from here. That's
Also, yeah, how would we
What kind of help can you
release
provide?
him anyway? He is an amethyst dragon. He could hopefully at least.
was the spirit of an
Spirit of a Amazon dragon that's shackled.
Fair, that's fair.
although Odd asked the question, you hear it in response as he can sort of see or connect with you in a way that I feel like he maybe struggles with Odd because you can't
You
see.
roll a persuasion. You roll some charisma check.
Even though you said it, yeah.
Yeah,
Still find a way to pull those.
I know.
I can bring you back to Zolim, prime material. I can get you there, and when the time is needed, I can arrive to aid you.
In the prime.
And you will also aid
I think
us
he's
in
only
getting
talking
back
to him.
alive to our
Your reality.
reality.
Yes, I would be happy to send you off. It is where you belong. As I said, you should not be here in the first place.
Yes. Your counterpart was also hesitant.
Had you met me mere months ago, I might have reacted poorly.
Oh, you definitely would have.
Yeah.
Okay, well we will try.
The Corentin doesn't fall far from the tree. You know?
Uh-huh.
We will try to
Fall far from the
release
pool.
you. Shit, do I have to like plane shift? God dang it.
Yeah, I don't know how we would.
Do we have to be in the ethereal plane for you to help us get back to the prime material?
Oh.
I can bring us all to the ethereal if we hold hands.
Oh,
Drazad would never
fuck
miss
that.
an opportunity. Do we think it is a spell that is holding, like, is restraining him?
There are cuffs and a collar that are clearly a different color from his normal spirit, sort of
Thank you.
binding him, holding him
So
directly above.
likely, yes.
I'm just letting you know what the facts are.
I could ritual cast detect magic if you would like.
Did Dekarin do this to you?
Yes,
He killed you and he shackled you?
yes. Mist King draws his power from the dead, so why
He's
kill
drawing
me?
power from you.
Yes.
So if we
So would you showing up actually help? I mean, we
Well,
may
free-
we probably still
freeing
free
him.
you, but like,
Yeah.
would you showing up to aid in the fight? That not?
he says that, and I very quickly go back to talking in raries, and I go, so does that mean if we kill the captured Caranthan, that Dekarin will lose his powers?
Oh no.
Are you sure? Because that
Might become
That's
weaker,
what it
but I
sounds like to
don't think
me.
it's-
I was like,
sounded like he said.
Hey, look, I go,
that huh? You heard the same thing?
mm.
We will have to fight him in the ethereal. That is where he resides. Unless you know of some way to draw him out. And there, we can exert some manner of control.
No, it does seem we kind of had to fight him in the ethereal, and
Okay. Well, I will ritual cast detect magic to figure out exactly what is shackling this guy.
Okay. What is shackling him is a spell. I'm going to say that it is. I think it would probably be. Hang on. Let me see what.
What the schools of magic are?
Yeah. Well, no. With the School of Magic, for it's not this spell, but I think
Like hold person?
best.
okay,
It would be enchantment.
I fucking hate dispel magic. I cannot
Yeah,
wrap my head
enchantment
around
is
this.
If you
Each
cast it,
ongoing spell of level 5 or higher on the target,
Mhm.
make the ability check for dispel magic using the ability you used for the attack.
Yep.
DC 10 plus that spell's level.
Okay.
What spell's level?
I will
When
tell you.
Cast Dispel Magic, you pick either level 3, which it is, or a higher level.
Yeah.
And then it dispels everything that level or lower, and anything above that you have to roll.
Yeah, no, I knew
What
that.
is holding this creature is a 9th level spell.
You have to get a 19 using your attack roll.
Or, well, we don't have that.
It would be your
It's like my proficiency and
yeah. So if you're using Dusklight to do this,
that is what I was looking at. Yeah.
it would be either your dexterity or strength because you are using that ability modifier in the casting.
Mm.
Okay. So I would
Dusklight.
add proficiency and dexterity together.
You bop
Plus
the
the
chains.
dice roll.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. To get to 19 or higher.
I mean, I'd have to roll just an 11 or a 12. That's
we
pretty-
have chat rolls.
exactly.
Yeah.
After you
Okay.
have explained, I'm assuming what.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Drazad did come with Dustlight, assuming its properties are the same. Drazad I could beat the chains off of the dragon.
Seems good enough to me. I came prepared for our interplanar battles. If you'd like to join hands, I can get us into the ethereal plane. I've done some studying since our last bout with Descarn.
Yeah.
All in favor? We go to the ethereal
Yeah, or are
and
you
free
gonna
the
try
dragon.
Dispel.
We're gonna go there.
You got to get in the
He's gotta
ethereal so
do
you
it
can
there.
do it.
I see.
Drazad thinks that. Drazad does not really want to let the dragon free,
Mm,
but like you said, I don't think we can be without the help.
we need it.
Enemy of my enemy.
Yeah.
Friend of my enemy.
Yes, this Caranthan and us are arguably in the same position with each other.
So I pull out my metal forked rod that you made for me that I use to try to make sure that I can get back to our
Oh yeah,
because that's what this is really for.
I
is for
forgot
this
about
spell.
Drazad is glad he made that before we came here.
And it's 8 creatures, and so that should be all of us.
It's now a regular fork.
Yeah,
Oh dang it!
3-pronged
Yeah.
mining fork made of mithril though. It's Ushi.
No, now it's made of sunsteel. No,
Jeez.
yeah, no, yeah, and I'll cast plane shift. It's one action, so like with that we're
Yep.
in the
Okay.
ethereal plane now.
You almost feel as if you are stepping inside of yourself as a pulse ripples out from you and the world is bathed in ethereal blue. Caranthan's amethyst shimmering form stands apart from his own binds and shackles, which you can now see almost bleed into the ethereal itself. He is woven into the fabric of it as he looks down upon you all.
So it appears your decision is made. Let us be on with it.
Yes, he needs to punch the shackles.
It seems like it would be fun, you know.
By all means,
I'll try not to miss.
His,
what you need.
his fists are quite literally made of dragons that were created by a giant.
Something like that.
Make your check as you.
Gonna roll
Above 11?
Absolutely not.
It was not.
Thank you, Chad.
Just to be meeting the DC,
Beats it.
Yes.
Great.
Tie goes to the runner.
I
But it is a
Will
glancing blow for.
pull upon a Goku, the energy from our own universe.
Lend me your energy.
And pray for Pyraxis to help me in this moment because hopefully Dustlight is still connected to him in some way. And I will miss my first punch. Sorry, Caranthan. And then I'll hit the second one for a 19.
Okay. As you strike that second punch against the shackle, you expect almost a metallic clang as you would any normal bonds, but instead your fist just tears through it as mist peels away, and you see it almost unravel in figure eights as it circles his body. He doesn't plummet or fall. He just sort of gently floats as his neck bends and twists. The amethyst crystals sort of equal parts chiming and cracking as he swings his neck around. His long body sort of looms over the top as his lower legs sort of cross, and he begins to float where he is.
That is much more comfortable. Thank you.
Of course.
I will almost be sad to see you go when you leave.
Do you think in Rarius? Do you think I should ask him if he knows Pyraxis? If there's a Pyraxis here?
Not all dragons know each other.
Well, also last
That
time.
was a multifaceted joke. I appreciate it.
Also, not all people enjoy Pyraxis, as we learned.
No, right.
Oh yeah.
No, like
oh
no,
yeah.
as you
Good call.
learn. Thank
Yeah,
you very
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Well, we all learned that.
Yeah, we all
No,
had to
I
learn
said
that the hard way.
Okay, there's not to be quiet.
With myself freed as I am, and having had to witness that thing devouring my corpse, I have one final request. One of you will need to stay behind to watch over the pool while I am away.
We all turned to Kish.
Yeah, yeah.
She's already holding up a hand.
God, she was here.
Go be me.
Somebody call Grimsy.
She was one of your most devout followers in our reality.
She
Is.
militantly salutes
Kinda
and then
fucked that
takes
up.
a knee with her glaive on the other side as she.
My Lord Corentin, I served your other for nearly a century.
And in this short time, I have seen you show mortals more respect than I ever saw of mine own master. So I will gladly be here in service to you, as my companions, and you yourself. Dismiss the blight upon this land, upon both our realities.
You are well spoken for an elf. All right then. Where would you like me to send you?
I would.
Where's Descartes?
Well, I would first ask our Valoth if there is a.
What does Rory even look like right now? And you know,
Well, where Freud, where's the place where we got the Mithril Phoenix?
Right on.
Freudon, was that
Mhm.
Freudon?
Freudon.
Is there a Freudon?
Freudon. I'm sorry if that is a place, a land. I have not heard of it, and I've heard
Place
of many.
of great
Oh,
engineers who
wait.
make great machines.
Are we all the versions of ourselves from this specific reality?
Yes.
And Coranthan killed everybody? Or
Descartes.
Descartes killed all them?
I don't know if
didn't-
Descartes specifically killed
Right.
them all, but I do believe they are all dead.
When I was still here, supposing I am deceased, there were some of us still left.
Much time has passed since those days. I lived here, away from the calamity. And somehow
He looks to you.
he found me in the end.
Very true.
Do you know where he's at?
If he is still where he was mere months ago,
Big crater.
there is a large crater on the western side of a continent called Roya.
oh,
The land of mist, a land once belonged to elves. It is where he hailed from, and it is now where he reigns supreme, atop an isle of his own making.
I mean, would you suggest we go straight into battle, or should we venture some? You know this reality better. We want to make a
If
little
you
impact.
fight him head on, he will not be alone. On either side of his castle are two mirrored spires, where his two generals stand at the ready.
Gotta take them out first.
If you were to attack them, it is unlikely he would come to their aid. But if you go for the head of the snake, 2 more will surround you.
I think we should go near, not directly at, but near one of the generals.
I am afraid that my presence would only tip him off to your endeavor. I believe I should wait until you fight the man himself.
That is fair.
As I cannot watch you, perhaps your friend can tell me if...
Yes, Lord Corentin, I can hear them. I can speak with them. Let me know when you're ready.
Who? Us?
Yeah, with the earring. Because Rary's will definitely be up by the time we're
Yeah.
done with all that stuff.
Let me know when you're ready, and I will send word to this Corentin to join you.
Okay. So, I guess it doesn't really matter. Near one of the generals, so that we're not seen and we can kind of survey.
Should
and
we
come up with a plan of attack?
get near them, see where they're at, and then maybe divide and conquer? Take them both out?
Perhaps even the outskirts of the Land of Mist, and not the city proper.
Probably best. I don't know if we would want to divide and conquer, or if there's too much of a benefit. Might be better to try to knock one out completely.
Then
Or do you think
Go
there
for
would
the
be
other
a
one.
way to get the both of them out together? Cause a big enough ruckus?
I would assume so, yes.
maybe not without distracting Descartes, though.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
It is
Want them, but not
unlikely
Descartes.
he would leave his palace.
Yeah, he would send his
He
generals.
puts a
to take
great
care.
deal of trust into his elites.
I think we should try to take at least one by surprise.
Yeah, the other one might come to that one's aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be.
Do you know either of their names, by chance?
I do. One, extremely gifted in her ability to control the spirits, is Elidrek Sathri.
Girl.
Yes, female elf. It is L-I-D... E-L-I-D-R-E-K.
Oh my god.
If you want the last name, it's S. Uh,
Nobody asked for that.
The other makes no secret of her quest for power. She fuels her abilities by extracting the essence of the spirits around her. Her name is Yasnor Vondral.
Y-A-S-N-O-R-E.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Nice. You did it.
Like, you snore.
Yes, no. You ruined it.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, it's good thing if she sucks the life out of the spirit, she gives them all
Yeah.
the big sleep.
You snore.
I think we go after you snore.
We'll call her CPAP.
Yes.
Elidrek is
So you breathe right
tricky and prefers to avoid direct confrontation, while Yasnor will seek out battle if she can.
Well, might be Eladric, since we can get the jump on her,
And then Yasnor
and
will
Yasnik
come
will
to
come.
her.
Yasnor
Right.
will come to us.
Sound plan. Then you should seek Elidric in the left tower if you are facing Mistkeep.
North,
Land
south,
of Mist.
West.
west, east, west. Thank you.
It would
Is
be
West East here and East is West here?
Yeah.
We gotta.
southern tower.
Okay.
So you're facing west. It's the left tower, so it's south.
Fair enough. Well,
Oh, so you're on the map looking at Mistkeep this way.
Yes.
Not this way.
Which way does the water spin when it goes
down the toilet.
on the toilet?
Are there toilets? Okay. Well,
Don't have those here.
then I
They
think
were a very decrepit, dirty people.
I think time is of the essence. Do you know once the two generals are down, will the Mist King jump, or will he also still sit in his ivory tower?
Of all the things I have seen in all the realities, this is something that has never come to pass. So I cannot possibly say.
Cool. I guess In Raries, you hear, I guess in all of the knowing alternate realities, he's lost the ability to guess. And Valve might even kind of raise his eyebrows whenever he says that in Raries, too. Like,
If you'd like, you can make an insight check.
I would.
Yeah.
It's a 13.
Okay. This Carantan definitely seems a bit weirdly like a bit less whimsical than yours was. Yours almost like enjoyed watching out of like I wonder what might happen next. Watching other realities. This one appears to watch almost in like a scientific manner. It's a bit more reserved and unwilling to make uneducated guesses.
Fair enough.
Drazad does have concerns that we are taking out 2 very powerful enemies on top of.
That's why I was wondering if the boss was going to come immediately, because then we could have some time to recover before.
Well, and that is a concern, but I am also concerned that we are going to fight these 2 very powerful enemies, potentially not have time to rest, then deal with the undead multiversal weapon breathing
Steady
dragon.
weapon breathing.
Right. Sorry, my bad. Drazad is tired of obsidian. And
the misty
then-
obsidian weapon breathing undead.
Then we would have to deal with. And Drazad just kind of
The misking obsidian
Yeah.
weapon breathing
I look-
undead dragon.
eyeball the not the spirit Cranton, but like
Oh.
the dead Cranton's body.
Oh, you think he's going to puppet that?
No, Drazad is saying that we will be absolutely tired and out of resources, and it will be perfect pickings.
Fair enough. I mean,
Just something to keep in mind and pay
it
attention.
is. Full transparency, my goal is to stop Descartes, and what happens after that happens after that.
Oh, well, Drazad would like to, live a long and full life back in the other world. I have
Obviously,
a lot of
I would as well, but if stopping Descartes comes at that cost, that is a cost that I am willing to.
Is there any way I can get in on this?
I think he would have been married already, the Valve.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why. Like, yeah.
Oh, Simulacrum
Oh,
Valor?
yeah, Simulacrum Valve. Yeah.
Coming in loud and
It's
clear.
the
Were you just on the wrong channel?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was
Channel
picking up.
3.
I was picking up some football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have that here.
I think we go and we learn more once we start to observe as to what
Right, well,
the
of
situation
course.
is.
Yes.
So where should I place you?
Drazad would guess to the south of Mistkeep then.
Yes.
We can either go directly under, we can maybe go, if the Rivervale Forest exists, we could probably go maybe in there potentially.
The Rivervale Forest. It is north of Mist, the land of Mist. Perhaps it is different, but I will place you south, near the Burning Forest.
As he outstretches a hand, you see his claw begins to sort of tear away at the fabric of the ethereal plane. Colors begin to pour in that are not ethereal blue. As you see, almost from a bird's perspective, warped at the edges, the whole of Solim. You see the land of Roria, but not in the way that you know it. It is, of course, vast and lifeless, its surface reduced to barren wastes of ash that call to mind the realm of nightmares you all once visited. Roria's shape itself, however, is wrong. Where Zashitan and Sojit should be, a great central bay instead cuts deep into the continent, and above it all, the sky feels strangely empty as you realize there is no abyssal scar here. There is only the portal opening that Carantan has opened for all of you.
AO never showed up, and the scar never happened
Oh.
because
Mm.
Descartes rose to power before Zealous.
Interesting.
Zealous was caused in part by what Descartes did.
There you go.
Hmm.
I did
You guys know that from Zealous. It's been a long
We knew
time.
that.
Duh.
The way awaits.
Thanks. We will let you know when the time comes to take out the Mist King.
I will eagerly await the news.
And I'll step through.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Are you going as well?
I guess so.
Simulacrum follows.
Yeah, me too.
The five of you step through as Kish stands at the ready, saluting as you exit with her glaive at her side. As you step through, the world swims past your vision, and before your foot can fall onto the sky before you, it falls onto earth instead. And you set foot upon the ruins of this dead Roria as ashen dust whips endlessly across the broken land, carried by stiff winds that never seem to rest. Around you, you see cliffs half devoured, their edges worn down grain by grain beneath the ceaseless gale. And ahead of you, you spot the remains of a half-buried city comprised of broken structures, snapped towers, half swallowed by the barren wastes. What do you all do as the portal doesn't simply vanish behind you? It is as if it never existed. When you step forward and swim through the atmosphere in that brief moment, it is as if you were never where you were before.
Well, Aloth, where are we? Where do you feel the best place to kind of
We are-
camp is?
Not far from the border into the city at the center of the Land of Mist. But it exists in the ethereal.
Okay, well, to get us back to the ethereal, I need to sleep.
But only for 4 hours.
Only for 4 hours, correct?
We should find some cover. I know of a spot if it's still there.
Yeah, I mean, unless we did my trick with the arcane gate, that might work. It's less instantaneous and a little bit more vulnerable to people traveling back and forth.
Well, are we going to have to kill the generals in the ethereal, or kill them not in the ethereal and then kill?
All of Dekaran's people are
Oh, they're in mist.
Mm.
Right. Okay. Yes. Right. Okay. Okay.
the Land of Mist. This Mist Keep, perhaps, is what you call the center.
It is somewhere else. Where we're from, Mist Keep is a little bit further north. I believe what you know as the Land of Mist is our Imsford. If you remember, there was the ruins below Imsford in our reality. I do believe that to be the original home of Dekarn.
Well, indeed, I have never heard of such a place, and if it came to exist after the Land of Mist, then that would make some sense. I do know a great deal about the past.
Or
Giants
Dekarn was... Okay, now you have to remind me.
It gets a little
Dekarn was
tricky.
exiled from Mist Keep to Imsford, or from Imsford to Mist Keep?
Elwind followed a similar trajectory. Elwind was exiled from Mistkeep. Dekaran was before Mistkeep even.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
was exiled from what is the...
Land of Mist.
Land of Mist, which is underneath Imsford, and then he ended up in Zealous, created all that. Gotcha.
It's all coming back.
Yeah. So, this would be Imsford. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What's under Imsford in our reality, right?
Yes.
Mm.
Look at you. Nice.
Nice.
Figuring things out, guys.
Because the forest we're in right now is right underneath Inniset.
We should get out of the way. Though we can't see into the ethereal, there are scouts that
I
occasionally.
mean, I've...
Okay.
I have.
Do you
Have
look
forehead.
towards the city with your eye?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be scoping things out.
Make one more perception check. See how much you notice.
I'm gonna make one a disadvantage.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
16.
Really?
Actually,
He can't stand it.
Yeah.
Oh, he is getting it, but you can't see
No,
as far.
I can't see as far. That's
Also a
just
16.
joking.
Really well read in front of you.
Also a 16.
I see everything in 5 feet in front of me.
Oh wait, I see everything too.
Guys.
Oh yeah, I
True
forgot.
sight.
Yeah,
Oh.
monks do get true sight.
No,
A higher level, huh?
I think it's like your ability.
no, I have
Invisibility?
no, I have the Haggai. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I
Oh,
gave
that's
you the
right.
Haggai. We made
And
that.
I have chosen something called the Hag's Breath.
Let you
Hag's
speak into the
Whisper.
ethereal.
You,
Hag's
no, you,
Whisper.
doesn't-
you have
doesn't
chronic
give me a-
halitosis.
See invisibility. See invisibility.
It just says range is self, but
You target
you
yourself
touch.
with see
no,
invisibility.
I know. But for the duration, you see creatures and objects that have the invisible condition as if they were invisible, and as if they were visible, and you can see into the ethereal plane.
That's the-
Creatures and objects there appear ghostly.
yes,
It just doesn't
your
say how,
normal
like,
vision.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
So, do you see this as well?
Yes, I will use the Hag's Eye.
I'll have you also make a perception check because
Yeah.
there is perhaps something you can notice above a
My
16.
passive perception? No.
Yeah, because you were way more wisdomous.
Ooh, listen to that dice hit that ring.
It's got a
28.
ring now, guys.
28?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I rolled a
Did we
19 and I have a
tell?
plus 9.
Did we tell our viewers that Caleb is engaged now?
Perhaps
I don't
not.
think so.
I don't think we mentioned
I got
it.
engaged, Caleb.
Off the market.
So,
Half is looking one way. You put your hand on his head and turn
almost,
him.
almost in a
No, it's this way.
line, Odd sort of peers forward, and then Valoth peers forward past him, and then Drazad peers forward even further.
Floor's just standing in the back, like,
Floor does it too, but can't see anything.
Yeah.
She goes to the next one.
like, what are we looking at?
Odd, you can't see much. There is a rather dense mist, but there's like sort of a glow that drifts through that implies the existence of something very bright past your field of vision. Valoth, because you can see a bit further, you do see the outlines of a city backed by a towering beam of light. But Drazad, you see most of all. A translucent city of ghosts shimmering faintly in the ethereal world, gathered around a hovering landmass at its center. From that aisle, a pale beam of light stretches downward and into a bottomless crater at the middle of the expanse. Two tall towers rise on either side, each casting glowing staircases from their highest reaches that wind up through the air towards the front and back of the floating city. Vidnica looms above you in a way that you'd never seen it, and perhaps the way it was always meant to be. And that is where we are going to
Wow.
end our
Oh,
session.
shit. Oh,
tonight.
It's so far away from where it normally is.
What the
Plateau.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It
Yeah.
flew before.
It
If
used to like float around until it crashed.
If
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys want to know how Vidnica got there, make sure to watch our really old campaign, The Wrath of Zealous. There's a lot of deep lore involving this place, and it's so fun to explore all of that in this our final arc to the Ashen Saga. As we've all gathered here today, before we started streaming, we spoke a bit about our next long-running adventure, which is just around the corner. So, if you'd like to see that, if you'd like to jump in at the ground floor of something brand new, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
Bye.
Bye. I almost accidentally said make some progress. I think I've said that.